menspronknoxville.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, performance, Peyronie's, size and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic performance and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 865-544-8220 or book in 30 seconds or less at menspronknoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
WKGN 1340. Go Vols!
You're tuned in to East Tennessee's premier sports radio call-in show. This is The Drive.
And hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another stellar edition of The Drive here on Fan Run Radio. Russell Smith punching the time clock at 3:01 on a just spectacular fall Wednesday afternoon here in East Tennessee, October 1st. Love the month of October. Halloween, leaves falling, candy, pumpkin pie, even though I'm not really into pumpkin pie. I like the colors, the orange and the brown. I'm here for it all, Bob Baskerville. I'm here for it all.
Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Not happy with my earbuds right now. It's not working. So
Oh, do you have a situation?
it'll shorten the circuit, it sounds like, but I
Hate that.
I'm going to have to move to the headphones here in a minute. Don't like it.
Welcome to my world. You're like, remember Les Miles when he first came to LSU and Tennessee went down there and beat them in that Monday night game, Hurricane Rita, and he came out there. Of course, he had been at the Big 12 at Oklahoma State, right? And he came out for that game. Go back and watch it. It's the funniest thing ever. In the first half, he's wearing it's not a headset. It's not an ear pod, or it's like one of those telemarketer headset things.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of different coaches wearing those. Like it's almost a very thin, like wire-like thing almost looking.
But he couldn't hear. Like, you're in Tiger State. It was like, dude, this is the SEC. He's like, no, I'll be fine. And then the second half, he has like the huge thing on because he couldn't hear.
Vice on your head.
Yeah. Welcome to the SEC, Les. Welcome to The Drive, Knoxville, or wherever you're listening. Thank you for tuning us in this afternoon. I believe we have a good one lined up for you today. Jake Crane from Crane & Company coming by in hour number 3. We'll leave the first 2 hours open. We'll hit up a Rocky Top report. We're going to hear from Josh Heupel coming up here in just a minute as Tennessee goes through the off week. And, of course, a full slate of college football, which we kind of got into at the end of the show yesterday. But we'll get in more in depth here this afternoon. But I have spent an inordinate amount of time right in the middle of college football season today talking about baseball coaches, which is pretty wild. Brian Snitker hanging it up, retiring from managing the Braves. Another job open. End of not an era, but a mini era. I guess he was, 9 or 10 years down there in the ATL. Won a World Series, and now he rides off into the sunset. So we've got a Braves managerial coaching search. And, of course, everybody wants to know, would Tony Vitello be a candidate for that job?
Yeah, all of a sudden, Tony's every available job.
Yeah.
Although I did see one that was interesting where Tony's name was not mentioned. They're saying for the Los Angeles Angels job that Albert Pujols may be the leading candidate.
Is
for
he
that.
Coaching somewhere right now?
He is. He's coaching at I want to say he's coaching for a Mexican league or something like that. So he is doing a management job.
Well, you know, a guy like that has got to love the game.
Yeah.
To have done what he did in the game, to have gotten paid. You know, it's not about that's a dude that just loves baseball.
Right.
Like if he wants to just retire and enjoy his family and spend time, you know, doing that whole thing, like he absolutely could afford to do that, play golf every day, do what most baseball players who get those big contracts do, is just living the life. And he's grinding in the Mexican leagues.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a guy who wants to be a big league manager.
Yeah, apparently so.
But Vitello is the talk around town. And look, I don't know. The rumors going, oh, he's in San Francisco. He's interviewing for the job. Oh, he has no interest in the job. I don't know. He's pretty stealth about this. All I know is if you're a baseball guy and the San Francisco Giants call you up and want to talk about their managerial position, unless you just have no desire for the big league life and you love being a college baseball coach, you probably take that call, man.
I think you do. And I think the one thing I would say is if that is happening, still not entirely sure it is, but if it's happening, I think you're right. You got to take the call. And I think Tony's one. He's not doing, this is not a Gundy play. You know what I mean? He's already the highest paid coach in the game at the collegiate level.
Mm-hmm.
But he might be going through the process in his head, just like what we were saying. It's like, man, I got to listen, right? I got to at least listen and decide if I really want to do something like that at this juncture of my career. I think any of us would do that if you were approached on that with that kind of job.
Sure. Now, the thing I keep coming back to is if you're a major league franchise, right? I mean, those things are so data driven now, and being the manager, you know, Tony's kind of the ruler of his kingdom over there. Whatever he wants, he gets right now from the University of Tennessee. And, oh, you want a guy to run your analytics department? Sure, Tony. How much do you need? You want to hire an extra pitching coach from Cincinnati last year? Sure, let's go ahead and sign him up. You want to bring your boy Kivett back? Sure, absolutely. Whatever you need, Tony. We've given him everything that you can possibly have as a college baseball coach. In the big leagues, that's not the way it works anymore. Most general managers basically tell you who to play.
Right.
That's been going on for a long time. You don't get to make your own lineup card, and they'll tell you who to pitch. And I'm sure Aaron Boone is getting beat up today for pulling Max Fried when he did last night, but I don't think he has unilateral authority to make those decisions. That's not the way Major League Baseball is anymore. I remember read a book about the Cubs winning the 2016 World Series, and Joe Maddon, who probably has as much hand and influence as any big league manager in the last 10, 15 years, said he would start his day by texting back and forth with the GM and the assistant GM. I think Jed Hoyer is now in charge, but it was Theo Epstein, right, at the time.
Yeah.
And they would decide on the lineup together in the morning, right? That's baseball. That's Major League Baseball right now. So my question is does a major league franchise want to hire a guy who has no connection doesn't know about their farm system and all that stuff? I'm sure Tony would do fine. He's a quick study, everything, but has no background in professional baseball. And then B, is Tony going to want to take a job where he's not ruler of his kingdom? He doesn't have the final say in just about anything. He can't go out there and just outwork people on the recruiting trail. He is subject to the draft and to whatever
agency,
limits. It's San Francisco. I don't think they're poor, but they're not the Mets or the Yankees or the Dodgers, and he won't be able to just go out there and outwork and get whoever he wants. And he doesn't even get really to decide how to deploy that talent.
That's very true. It's like I said the other day, I think when we started this conversation, it was late in our show on Monday. And do you want to be kind of king of the city here in Knoxville? Because he is. And he is synonymous right now. First of all, he's synonymous with the sport of college baseball right now. I mean, he's everywhere, right?
Yeah, I mean, he
Network
really doesn't have any worries or cares other than going out and getting guys for his, for his program.
Yeah.
So,
but you go to the majors and you become one of those names. Remember, I was rattling off all those manager names, most of which we were like, I don't even know who that is. And, we all have some level of ego. Tony's not a selfless guy, right? And nor should he be. And I got to believe that's a factor too. It's like, man, do you want to just go be the guy who basically, if you win, it's going to be like, well, that's what we should be doing. If you lose, it's going to be like, it's all your fault.
And they'll get rid of you quick.
Yeah, and that's it.
The flip side of that, guys, is there have only been 1,400 managers in the history of Major League Baseball. How big a draw is it to join that? I mean, that's a pretty elite fraternity.
Sure.
Yeah, my nightmare scenario here is like he goes out there 3 or 4 years, gets bounced out, and then like we've got our next guy where our job is not open, the timing is not right, and all of a sudden
Tony's at Georgia.
He's at LSU. Yeah. He's at Georgia. He's at Arkansas. Dave Van Horn retires, and it's like I'm going to go back down there. So. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, how do you play this if you're Danny White right now, Bob? Do you call Tony up and preemptively and say, hey, hearing a lot of chatter out here on the street, is there anything we can do for you to go ahead and squash it? He's already the highest paid coach in the game. He's got the brand new ballpark. Like, what more could you possibly give him in terms of a negotiation strategy here?
More rev share money for the players.
At the expense of who?
No, that's Danny's problem.
It's not going to come at the expense of football or basketball.
Those are the only sports that get rev share.
I mean, I mean, how much more can the pot be sweetened? I mean, you just listed off all the things. I mean, you said yesterday he's just bought, what I imagine is a very nice house somewhere in West Knoxville. He has no money. He's the highest paid coach in the land. He's at the Major League Draft every year. He's all over TV.
What could we give Tony to keep him here?
He's really wanted one of those Keg of Glory T-shirts.
Okay, we could set him up with something real nice, real soft.
Nice jersey.
What is the?
It's kind of like a jersey material.
The colors. What is that brand of T-shirt that everybody likes right now? Team colors or something. I don't know.
Oh, the color soft.
Yeah, we get him something nice and.
Boy, how far has this guy come from? And that been that long ago. He was laying on his couch eating tacos, watching Tombstone, as he describes it when he got the call to come here.
It reminds me so much of when Pearl was always flirting with other schools, and we were just freaking out. There was a time when Bruce, he was only here for 6 years, but it feels like 3 or 4 of those years, there was always a close call. Oh, this job is open.
Memphis, wasn't it?
Memphis and Kentucky. Memphis was the big one that supposedly he was on the plane to go take the job, and so came and talked him out of it. But who knows? Who knows in that case? Who knows in this case? What is true?
Do you guys think he's really in San Francisco right now? That's been the rumor around town all day.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, he was just at scrimmage yesterday, right? We saw video of it.
Fall ball's getting ready to.
Yeah. I don't think he's there personally, but.
You don't think he's in San Francisco?
Right.
I mean, they can do most of this stuff over Zoom now, right?
Yeah. I mean, they've presumably, based on everything we've heard, he's already had a face-to-face with Posey. That happened in Colorado when he was out there watching his ex-Vols playing for the Giants and for the Rockies. So,
but I mean,
do we know he had a face-to-face, or are we just assuming that Tony was there, Buster Posey was there? Oh, they must have met.
I don't know.
That came from the Athletic report, the Giants writer for the Athletic, right?
Yeah, and I mean, I don't think it was. I don't. Let's not characterize that as a sit down and let's get the brass
formal
tacks.
interview.
Might have been just a hello, how you doing?
Yeah.
Big fan of your work.
Oh, they know each other. They go way back all of a sudden now.
Yeah.
Who knows how this stuff works? Well, we all hope Tony sticks around. Question to ponder this afternoon on the program. And I hate to even open this door, but this is your fault, Bob, because you posed the question earlier. during our pre-show production meeting.
Who?
If Tony left,
Who we gonna get?
do you just give it to Elander?
Gruden.
Shut up! I don't get anybody started.
He's
Bob.
got a lot of orange blood in his body.
Yeah.
See, I got a lot of orange blood in my body.
Sorry, I cut you off there.
No, do you just give it to Elander, or is Danny gonna want to be Danny and put his stamp on things and bring in his guy?
And like I've said, that's the other part that's why we're talking about this, right? Because whoever it is, this is not one of those the beat goes on scenarios. There's no way. That doesn't mean we go back and we're now an also ran, but what he's done to elevate this program, I mean, we are at like, we are at this point in a current day state. We're not a blue blood to the level of like LSU and Texas, I guess, and some of those others. But man, we're destined for that if we keep going.
I mean, we're not that yet, but
Yeah.
we are, and I think it's pretty hard to argue against it. We are the premier college baseball
Right.
program.
We're getting close to being blue blood adjacent, right? That's who we are. And kind of like what UConn did in basketball. They weren't Kansas and Kentucky and UCLA and Indiana way back when. But man, you look over the last 25 years, they're as deserving as anyone for that kind of classification in basketball. I think that's where we are in baseball.
The most surreal part about it to me, this is what I was thinking about today, was like, we're in the middle of football season, guys. We're about a quarter of a way through, almost halfway. Got a huge game coming up with Arkansas next week. We're still we're definitely in playoff contention.
We don't want to lose our rock star, man.
Yeah.
We are sitting here on a Wednesday talking about the Tennessee baseball coach. I mean, you go back before Vitello and nobody would have believed it.
Again, I think it's another commentary on the state of our athletic program in general. Just think about what we spent a lot of time talking about yesterday. It was getting a 4-star recruit for the class of 27 in basketball, because it all matters now. You're right. Football drives. There's no question about it. We're in football season, but these programs are so good in these other sports for the school. When news like this comes, it deserves a lot of time to talk about. That's what we're doing.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, I don't want to overstate it or be alarmist or anything like that. I'm kind of like you, Bob. I don't think he's insane. I mean, we know for a fact, we had Ryan Shumpert on the show yesterday at 4:25 p.m. And I asked him point blank, is Tony there? He said, yeah, I'm looking at him right now. So we know as yesterday afternoon. Now, could he have gotten on a plane last night? Could he be there today? Like, I guess so. We don't have eyes on Tony right now, but we're working on that behind the scenes to try and figure out where exactly he is. But I mean, if he were to leave now, I mean, like right as the stadium is finished, right as recruiting has gotten to the point where we are the best recruiting program in the country, and the portal would open up. Like I don't want to say it's a disaster, but it would not be good. I think you would almost have to hire Elander.
Oh, sure.
In that situation, just to try to hold it together.
Yeah. And I wouldn't, normally we talk and we usually say, like with Bruce and Stephen Pearl thing last week, like I would want Elander to have a really fair shot if and when Tony ever does leave. And if Elander's still on staff, I'd be fine with Elander.
I mean, usually I'm not a fan of you just give it to the next guy. That rarely we saw it happen here with Holly Warlick. You saw it back at North Carolina with Bill Guthridge, West
Pearl.
Virginia, Bill Stewart. Yeah, or maybe. I think the one thing that's different in this situation, it might be different for Stephen Pearl. I don't know. We'll see. But when you have a young guy like Elander, who obviously wants to be a head coach, he's interviewed for some other opportunities. Like he's ready for the opportunity.
I mean, he's going to get a shot.
Yeah, he's going to be a guy like that is going to be hungry to go out there and show that he can do it as well, as opposed to some of those older coaches we mentioned where it's just like, well, I just want to keep doing what Pat was doing. I just want to keep this train rolling. Like I would hope that Elander would come in there and like, Tony obviously did a lot of good things, but damn it, I'm going to put my stamp on this thing. This is my program now, and I'm going to recruit like my hair's on fire too.
On the text box, Moose.
I hate giving this
Said-
any sort of life too, by the way. Like
I know.
but it's what everybody's talking about.
Well, it's
The
like
water cooler topic today.
Yeah, and it's the way I cope with it is I was thinking about it earlier, and I was doing the whole. Okay, well, I guess it's the major leagues. At least he's not, at least he's not going to succeed Van Horn at Arkansas, or he's not going to LSU. But that means we're getting sucked into the deep on this,
I really don't see him taking any job now would be a lateral or a step down
in college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that was one thing that I'd stopped worrying about, another cut. I mean, LSU made a run at him, right? Feel like that was pretty real.
Eric Kane on VolQuest says that Tony is in Florida recruiting today.
There you go.
That's what Tony's always doing.
Go Gator.
I was saying on the text box, Moose corrected me and said it's not blue blood, Bob. It's called new blood, which is good.
Those are two separate things.
You think?
Blue blood and new blood?
Absolutely. They're two separate things.
Well, we're not blue blood yet, for sure.
In baseball?
Yeah.
Who is blue blood in baseball?
Texas. LSU.
Texas.
That's about
Miami.
Yeah, there's
USC.
Florida State, really, they haven't done much lately, but God, you look back at how many
like one of those
College World
California,
Series
like a Cal State Fullerton, one of those.
Yeah.
I don't think blue blood carries as much weight. I don't think that status carries as much weight in baseball as it does in basketball. And basketball, like Indiana folks ain't going to let it die. They're kind of like us in football. It's like, yeah, they've sucked for 20 years, but they still want it, by God. I think baseball is like, you look at some of those California schools and it's like, yeah, they won 1 billion championships and but like once it kind of goes, it kind of goes. And you can, as we've shown, you can muscle your way into the front of that line pretty quickly if you have the right guy.
I would say for me that I'm sitting here thinking through it, I'd say there's 2 programs that probably clearly fit that category in baseball. It's not many. I'd say it's LSU and Texas.
Mississippi State.
Are we kind of the Oregon of college baseball?
That's a good one.
Except we've won a championship.
Yeah. But yeah.
We're the cool school, the new school without a ton of history, but we're the hip school. We got the cool uniforms, the cool coach.
Got a lot of money.
A lot of brashness.
A lot of support.
Crazy fans. Yeah.
And we hopefully can continue this on after the break. I want to talk a little bit about what you just said about Elander a minute ago too, because who's to say he couldn't come in from a coaching standpoint? He's not the force of nature that Tony is, but who's to say he couldn't come in and be a better coach?
Well, if you keep the core of talent that's already here and is coming here, if you can hold that that's 90% of it, right? I mean, like when to pull a pitcher and how to fill out a batting card, like that. I'm not minimizing that, but
it's all about.
Surely he would be fine at that kind of stuff. Like we all love Tony, but let's not pretend like he is the master strategist back there. He's perfectly fine. He's good enough. But like Tony's magic is he's in Florida recruiting right now in the middle of fall practice. He gets players.
Yeah, I would imagine Elander's the same. I mean, from what little bit we've seen of the real Elander, he's definitely got the same level of intensity and passion as Vitello has.
So are we kind of in agreement there? Like if, God forbid, these rumors were true and Tony took a Major League Baseball job in San Francisco or wherever.
You have to give it to Elander.
We go with Elander.
I think the fans and the players would want it. I'd take to my bed.
He's been immersed in what we love so much, which is the Vitello culture too, right?
Yes.
I mean, there's things he would do differently, I'm sure. But yeah, I think there's less of an unknown. Let's put it that way. There's probably some other good coaches out there that could come in and win.
Sure.
But it might be totally different, might lose players. This would probably be the safest bet.
Quick break. When we continue, Josh Heupel met with the media earlier today and updated us on his off-week project here in Knoxville. We'll hear from the head coach of the football team and some more buzz around Brazel and just the stellar start that he's having. Plus, we've got the start times for the first Tennessee baseball games of the season. Yeah, a lot of baseball news on the show today. Your Rocky Top Report, brought to you by Bo Kregner and the Kregner Group, coming up next.
The Drive.
Streaming worldwide at fanrunradio.com and on the free Fan Run app. This is Big Orange Country's sports talk radio superstation, Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Citizens National Bank.
We believe a good game plan is essential for success. With a CNB Plus Perks checking account, you'll save money with cell phone protection, roadside assistance, identity theft protection, and more. Banking at CNB has its perks. Find out more at cnbtn.com.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Hey Knoxville, Surfside iced tea and vodka made with real brewed tea is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
In a world filled with deadlines and screens, sometimes we forget the simple joys of life, days filled with special moments. At Inward Half, we understand the essence of these moments. Feel the difference between our breathable fabrics and flexible apparel as you disconnect from the hustle and bustle and reconnect with what truly matters. Inward Half, simple luxury for on and off the course.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock's certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced, Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. Matlock Tire and Auto Service. 5 locations in East Tennessee. Visit MatlockTireService.com to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment.
Is that old tree in your yard starting to lean a little too much? Branches hanging over your roof? Don't wait until it's too late. Call ECR Total Landscapes today. At ECR Total Landscapes, we specialize in safe, professional tree removal, trimming, and storm damage cleanup. So if you've got trees that need to go, now is the time to give us a call. Plus, we're offering free stump grinding now through the end of the year when you use or mention promo code FANRUN. That's right, free stump grinding for FanRun Radio listeners. At ECR Total Landscapes, we live up to our name by offering total landscape services. In addition to tree cutting, we also offer a wide range of landscape installation services and custom monthly maintenance packages that create stunning outdoor spaces tailored to your vision. Give us a call today to schedule a free estimate at 865-384-2012 or just visit us online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Ball fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Good afternoon. Starting to build right now on all the major outbound routes, especially through downtown on 40 East and westbound here at 275 Western Avenue as it gets a little bit heavier now in West Knoxville. More volume for sure here on 40 East and West over the top of West Hills. Still building out of Oak Ridge at times there on that Solway Bridge. If your check engine light comes on, don't panic. Google search Knuckle Busters Amco Knoxville. Amco serving East Tennessee since 1962. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
It's time for the Rocky Top Report, brought to you by the Kregner Group.
Rocky Top Report brought to you by Bo Kregner and the Kregner Group. Well, we spent most of the first segment talking Tennessee baseball and Tony Vitello. Well, we now know the start times for the first 3 games of the season. Of course, Tennessee will face UCLA. No word on whether Nico will be pitching for the Bruins. major non-conference game early in the season. The Vols will be in the Ameji Bank College Baseball Series at Globe Life Field. It's where the Rangers play in Dallas-Fort Worth.
Is that the one you went to?
Yes. Bruins, we played there the year before last as well in a 3-game series. So last time we played in Dallas, we won a natty. Just saying.
There you go.
Hopefully Tony will be the head coach for this one. We will take on UCLA, who could be the nation's preseason #1 team. A very good program. February 27th at 4 p.m. I believe that is the season opener. Last year, I think we played a couple of games at home and then went to Houston.
Yeah.
But the year before, we started the season in Dallas. Tennessee will face Walker's alma mater, Arizona State, on February 28th at noon, Saturday. And then we'll play Virginia Tech, the Hokies, at 11:30 a.m. in Game 3. So UCLA, Virginia Tech, and Arizona State. To talk with Tony and see if we can get that first pitch moved back for the Friday game. He can be starting a game at 4 o'clock in the middle of the drive. Tony, what are you doing?
I was sitting here thinking, I mean,
priorities.
We're going to have a watch party for him, kind of do the show and watch it.
I got to say, UCLA has got a tough 3-game draw in that. It's us, Mississippi State, and Texas A&M. They could lose all 3 of those.
How quickly does Brian O'Connor get Mississippi State headed in a different direction? And can that guy, I forgot his name, Michael something or other at A&M. Michael Early, can he get that thing back on track? Because that was kind of a rough start for them last year.
Yeah. They got well against us.
Yeah. We had a tendency to – we were taking everybody's best shot last year.
Absolutely.
All right, let's hear from Josh Heupel, Tennessee head football coach, meeting with the media earlier this afternoon over the Anderson Training Complex, and being asked a question here about youth being served not only on the field during game day, but on the practice field, and how you use the off week to accommodate that.
Off season, there was a point of emphasis. Young guys can't be young, and that was certainly true for freshmen. It was new guys, but guys that hadn't been in our program very long. Coach Pope and that wide receiver room have done a great job of continuing to grow. And obviously, Chris is who you asked about initially. He's played extremely well. Done a great job one-on-one situations, going, attacking the ball, making plays, and been a big part of our success that we've had.
Coach, what's the most important part of kind of keeping a team motivated during the bye week with 2 weeks ahead of the next game after such a big win on the road?
You can point to last year and the way that we played, coming off of a bye week. You look at last week, excited, happy about the way that we competed, went and played the next series, the way that we finished the game. But there's a lot of things that we can do a lot better. And that's in every phase of the game, but certainly offensively and special teams. And, whether you win or lose, it's dealing with what the reality is and how do you get better.
Coach, you mentioned young player development a couple of times in your open. When you look at the first month, is there a concern about the workload that some guys are taking in terms of snap count, and how mindful as a staff do you guys have to be about that on the practice field, not just trying to rotate guys on Saturday, but managing those guys in practice?
Managing guys in practice is a part of what we do all times of the year. You take into account what they're doing on game days as well. Guys got to prove that they're ready to play too. You can't just throw them out every play. All 11 on the field. It's a series of one plays that make the difference in a football game. And, so guys that think they're ready but may not be prepared, it's time to get prepared and things that they control on offense and defense, special teams. The reality is you're also getting ready to go into a long stretch in this league. And, it's just the nature of this league, the physicality of it, the violence of it, that, guys get dinged up playing consecutive weeks after one another inside of this league. And so there's going to be guys that are going to have to step up during, next week when we get to Arkansas, but throughout the course of it too. So continue to get guys ready and prepared to go play at the level that they need to.
Josh, now that you've seen the film, what did you think? How did you think David Sanders performed on the drive that he was in? And how do you determine what his role is moving forward? Rotational, start? How do you determine that?
Thought he went in and handled himself extremely well. First action of the season, 7 minutes and change to go in the ball game on a drive where you got to go score and tie it up. And it was something that I pointed out to everybody in our team room. I just used the word prepared, right? He was prepared for that moment, went in and executed and handled himself the way that you need to go score on a drive. So, we're going to need them all as this season continues. So fight, strain, and compete and take what you want individually, and then ultimately us as a football team too.
What do you guys think we do with David Sanders now that he is back? Do you use this off week to go ahead and insert him as your starting right tackle, shuffle your guards a little bit, or do you just stick with what you've been doing for the first 5 games and rotate Sanders in a little?
It's a good question. I think I'd like to see more of him, more than just rotating him in. And if that's at the cost of, I just think
Sham would be the odd man out. You would move
Perry down.
Moy to left guard and then Jackson Perry to right guard and start.
Yeah. I just feel like he's a 5-star. He, short of the false
looked good
start.
when he was in there.
That's what I'm saying, man.
The false start is something you probably coach him up on.
Right. You're just, that's the other thing. You're getting kicking the rust off too. He hasn't played, so
he didn't shy away from contact. That's for sure.
No, he didn't. I'd want to see more of him.
I don't know that Sham graded out real high. I know I saw a couple plays somebody posted. I felt bad, but yeah, he completely blew his assignment, or else we would have. Kitselman
not giving up on Sham.
No,
he's a good
still in the rotation.
He would still be a good depth piece if that's the move they decide to make. But I wouldn't mess with it too much, man. Things are going pretty good. I hope Sham sticks around if that's the situation. Elsewhere, Tennessee's Chris Brazzell has been added to the Biletnikoff Award watch list. Easy for me to say. Presented annually to college football's best wide receiver. Through 5 games, Brazzell leads the SEC in receiving touchdowns with 7, receiving yards with 531, and receptions of 10-plus yards with 21. Nationally, he's tied for the FBS lead in touchdowns and ranks 2nd in yards. So having a great season so far. We'll see what he does down the stretch here in the second half. Could Josh Heupel have his 2nd Biletnikoff Award winner on the way this year?
Yeah, we mentioned it yesterday too. He's now showing up on a few mocks as the Vols' potentially 3rd projected first-round pick.
Yeah, that's why. Along with Colton Hood and Jermod,
right?
We just get Jermod back. That would be huge.
Tennessee has a little trivia question for you guys. Tennessee has 4 players who have been named semifinalists for the Biletnikoff Award. You obviously know the last one, and I'll give you a hint because this is not. You don't have to go like Richmond Flowers or anything. This is the first one was in '96, and the last one was Hyatt in 22. So who are those other 3?
There were 3 besides
Hyatt. And the first one was in '96.
Yep. Should narrow it down.
96.
Yes, Peyton's junior year.
Nash, Kent.
Joey Kent in 96.
Okay. Got to believe Meacham.
Robert Meacham in 2006.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is there an obvious one? We're just.
It's not terribly. You got to be pretty balled up for this one. You want me to give you the year?
Yeah.
2001.
I
got
the
it.
franchise,
The future.
the future.
Kelly Washington.
Yeah.
2001. Would have thought that guy would have had a better pro career.
I know.
What a specimen he was. When he lit up LSU in that regular season game in 01, could not stop him.
What do you have, like 200-something yards?
Yeah, there's a school, I think 257 yards, if I'm not mistaken.
And that nickname, that was self-proclaimed.
The future.
Nobody gave him that. He gave himself that.
Do you remember the name of Kelly Washington's dance, his touchdown celebration?
No.
No, not a clue.
He had his own dance. It was called the Squirrel.
How did it go, Russ?
You want me to demonstrate?
Sure.
Here? I have no idea how to do the squirrel. If I were going to do the squirrel, it would look like this. Eating nuts.
Our forlorn transfer receiver, Squirrel White, he had a dance last Friday night.
Oh, it's the get runned over dance.
Don't get trampled.
It was almost ended up like it's Kevin Bacon at the end of Animal House where he just got flattened by all those people.
All is well. All is well. All right, that is the Rocky Top Report brought to you by Bo Kregner and the Kregner Group. Such a beautiful day outside. I'll tell you what, this is. This is house selling weather, folks. It's also house buying weather. You know, a lot of folks, you look at the real estate thing. Oh, we want to move. We want to buy our first house. We want to do whatever it is, home buying or selling, that you're thinking about, and you don't even know where to start. That's why it's so important to have quality individual representation before you get started in this stuff. And this could be a months-long process sometimes, you know. The best way to start out is with a quick, free phone call to my friend Bo Kregner over at the Kregner Group. Bo can take the stress off your shoulders, walk you through everything that you're going to be looking at, and make the modern real estate experience as easy as possible for you. It all starts with a free consultation. Call them at 865-742-1035. Be sure to tell them I sent you. Bo Kregner and the Kregner Group, 865-742-1035. You can check out their website at BoKnowsHouses.com and get started on your real estate journey today with Bo Kregner and the Kregner Group. Again, BoKnowsHouses.com. Real estate the right way. Bill on Twitter says Chipper Jones to the Braves. I wouldn't mind it. He's been working with the team as kind of like a hitting instructor. I don't know that Chipper has whatever this Pujols thing where I think Chipper likes playing golf and going to the beach and being Chipper Jones. I don't know
his family and
I don't know that he's looking for a full-time job with all this, but he might.
I mean, to tie back into Vitello,
he loves the Braves.
I mean, being a major league manager, that's a lot more work, I imagine, than UT.
I don't know. I don't know that it's a lot more work. It's just different. It's a different kind of grind. It's 162 games versus like 50 or 60. And then, you know, that's not including spring training and then the off season. And, you know, I'm sure you're involved in free agent discussions and the draft. It's almost a completely different job. And
it's the show.
And you're working with pros. You're working with grown men making huge dollars as opposed to kids who are going to school. You know, you're not dealing with dads, baseball dads like you are. And it's just different.
The other thing I'd say too, I don't know about their farm system. Here we go again. I'm back to the Giants.
I think Walt Weiss will be the next manager of the Braves, by the way, but
that's interesting.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I just think with the Giants, you know, they're a 500 team, so perfectly meh, but they don't appear to be like a train wreck like what you see in Colorado or who is it in the American League? There's another team that's just the White Sox still.
Apologies, CG.
Yeah. But I mean, there's some talent is my point. So I don't want to think about it. Quit bringing it up.
I'm sorry. I
actually brought it up that time.
Let's take a quick break and come back and see if we can turn the page.
I'm sorry.
More Fan Run Radio. Your phone calls, 865-966-3435. Call or text the drive, 966-3435. Back with more right after this.
The Drive.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
Your smile says it all, so make sure it's saying the right thing. At Knoxville Smiles, we believe healthy teeth mean happy lives. Now through the end of the year, we're offering half-price whitening with a cleaning. That's right, half-price whitening with a routine teeth cleaning at Knoxville Smiles. Call today to set up your appointment, 865-539-1776. That's 865-539-1776. Or book online at KnoxvilleSmiles.com. Don't wait another day to love your smile. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Hi, I'm Bo Kregner from the Kregner Group. Are you looking to buy or sell a home? Whether you're upgrading, downsizing, or just need a change, it's never been more important to have experienced, trustworthy representation in the real estate process. So if you have any real estate questions, I'd love the opportunity to earn your trust. Call me anytime for a free chat, 865-742-1035, or find me online at BoKnowsHouses.com. The Kregner Group, real estate the right way.
Yee-haw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-8899-789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 865-544-8220. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at menspronaknoxville.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, performance, Peyronie's, size and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic performance and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 865-544-8220 or book in 30 seconds or less at menspronaknoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
Ready to launch your career? Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axle Logistics is the place to start your career.
Good afternoon. It's gotten heavier over here on 275 northbound, but that traffic volume passing high school as you continue north of Knoxville. It's been moving up through there.
All you have to do is fall down.
That wasn't very nice.
Another person says, I can't shake the dark thought that Vitello is in the Saban path. Only we're LSU and not Bama. He'll get an MLB job and underachieve and then be hired by Arkansas once Van Horn retires. That was my, that's my worry.
It's legitimate, especially considering, we're Tennessee and we always think the worst possible scenario. And
now I will point out that LSU thrived in the post Saban years, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're the rare school that because I mean, they were moribund for 20 years before he got there. Like they were awful. And
Jerry DiNardo years.
And people said he was crazy for taking that job. Nobody wanted the job. He got it going, and then Miles was able to keep it going. And Orgeron won a natty there.
Yeah.
And Brian Kelly is not winning enough to satisfy those people, but he is winning.
Who preceded? There was Mike, somebody that preceded DiNardo.
Archer.
Mike Archer.
Mike Archer.
Yeah.
I just remember some of the names.
Curly Hallman.
Curly Hallman's in there somewhere.
God.
No, they were lost for a long time, but they've been able to keep it going. So,
I mean, what's it say? Ed Orgeron may have been the head coach of the greatest college football team ever.
He might have. Yeah. They're pretty darn good.
Pep on the gumbo.
He probably just got out of their way too. You know what I mean? Just kind of.
He just cashing his checks, motivating his team.
Yep.
Coaching the D lineman.
DR Vol is up first today on the drive. What's up, DR?
Well, guys, just picture me. I'm the Eeyore GIF. I'm sitting there, my back to everybody. It's raining, and thanks for noticing me. So I'm not putting the gun to y'all's head, but what?
Still not over the Georgia game. Probably never will be. And now you're just imagining Tony being like the Fresh Prince in the empty room as he's packed up his bachelor pad and is heading on the plane to San Fran.
Yeah, this is my Adidas for you if he leaves. This is my 9/11.
Oh man.
And it's one of those things. I'll never forget the night that Kiffin left. I was working at the hospital. There's lead walls, didn't have good service. I got a text from my aunt's ex-husband said Kiffin's left. I told my buddies, I don't believe that. And you didn't really have Twitter back then. We got on VolQuest and he left, and my buddy was just so despondent. He ended up buying a $5 pizza from a one-legged guy walking around the hospital. And, this is, it's a longer story, but this just can't happen, guys. Like, I'm not putting the gun to y'all's head, but y'all have a gun to your head right now. Is he our coach next season?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But.
Okay. Oh, God.
Saying it is. I mean, it's called the show for a reason. I mean, it's hallowed ground to be able to walk out on a field as a manager of one of the, in Major League Baseball, storied franchise like San Fran, the Giants got a great stadium.
People are saying so. Eric Kane from VolQuest said that Tony is in Florida recruiting. Now, I don't know Eric well, but I'm assuming he's not put eyes on him, but already the conspiracy theorists are out there. It's like, obviously a reporter's duty is to text the coach, and he says, yeah, I'm in Florida recruiting. Isn't that what you would say if you were actually in San Francisco interviewing for the job and you didn't want it to get out?
I mean, are we tracking planes yet?
Well, the other rumor we've heard is that the Giants plane came to get him. I can't believe that, Bob. I mean, because that is trackable, right? There's going to be some sort of
FlightAware. Is that what it's called?
Yeah. If the Giants actual plane came to get him, can we get Trey Wallace on this? Barrett, can you put in a message to Wallace and say, hey man, can you find out if the Giants plane has been to Knoxville?
This is my what I'm begging of y'all, because I listen to y'all every day. Don't get Vulcan. No offense, Russ. Do not put out fake tweets and all that, because I'm on edge with this. I can't handle it. We can't lose the guy. Different situation, obviously, but I remember the night that I started hearing that Bruce Pearl was getting fired and all that was happening, and that hurt, because if I tell those baseball Bruce Pearl, for me, he's why I watch the sport. And it just, oh my God, it's got me uneasy, guys. Very uneasy.
Well, it's like when you're dating the best looking girl that you've ever gone out with. It's just, it's always there in the back of your mind.
Well, if he leaves, there's two ways it can go. You could hire Les Miles and keep it going, or you could hire Conzo Martin like we did. And
not God,
keep it
yeah. Well, I mean, why you got to do that to DR?
I'm 20 yards from a road. I may go lay in it, and that's how I end my call. Don't say that.
Don't do that.
That was awful. But no, you're right. I mean, it goes one of two ways. God.
Well, if it puts your mind at ease, and I think Russ, he hasn't said it, but I think he would agree. You heard Bear and I say, I don't think he's taking the job. I think he may go through the process, though. I think we have to maybe accept that. Hear him out, because that's what we were saying earlier. It's like those kind of opportunities aren't going to come along all the time.
When this first came out, Bob, and the fan base that was the most in the comments of the original tweet of the Giants being arrested, LSU fans. They're eating it up.
Of course.
And then Russ put a new fear in my mind. You're right. Like most managers get fired, and then by the time he gets fired, he will go to LSU.
Well, and again, this is all hypothetical, all right? We're dancing with the devil here, gaming this out in case the worst came to worst. Like, I know Danny White is a competent AD, and I'm sure there's part of him that would love to put his stamp on this, but I would just strongly urge him to consider, man, like, this thing ain't broke. Let Elander and Kivett and hopefully Frank Anderson stick around and keep this thing rolling, because like, you bring in somebody new and it is a gamble. You might get Konzo Mark. You might get Les Miles without the players. I don't know. DR, thanks, man. We got to run. Can you imagine Les Miles without the player? Oh, yeah, we saw that. It was called Kansas. Yeah. Did not go well. Not at all. Hour number 2 of The Drive coming up next right here on Fan Run.
The Drive.
It's football time in Tennessee, so crack open a cold beer that doesn't fumble the flavor. Garage Beer is 100% beer-flavored beer. No gimmicks, just cold beer. Built for bonfires, backyards, and beating Bama. Garage Beer is proud to be brewed right here in the Volunteer State. So pick up a 12-pack today and look for The Drive celebrating Football Fridays at select Garage Beer headquarters around town this fall. American-owned, Tennessee-brewed Garage Beer. 100% beer-flavored beer.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Are you a federal employee facing workplace challenges like suspension or removal? Are you concerned about your security clearance with any federal agency? You know the Griffin Law Firm is your trusted ally in military legal matters. But did you know they also specialize in civilian federal employment law? If you're a federal employee facing workplace challenges like suspension or removal, if you're concerned about your security clearance with any federal agency, the DOE, FBI, FCC, or DOD, you might not know it, but you do have legal recourse. The Griffin Law Firm specializes in federal employment law, military law, and security defense law. VFL Marshall Griffin and his experienced team are ready to make your problem their problem, no matter which federal agency you work for. Don't face federal employment issues alone. Remember, remain silent, request counsel, call Griffin Law. 888-707-4282, online at griffinlawdefense.com.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Have you ever found yourself wishing your clothes looked brand new again? Whether it's your favorite suit, that little black dress, or your comfy winter coat, Crown Cleaners can make it happen. From stubborn stains to delicate fabrics, the expert team at Crown Cleaners uses the latest cleaning technology to ensure your clothes come back looking and feeling fresh. Visit one of their 2 area locations, Kingston Pike on Bearden Hill or South North Shore Drive near Dunkin' Donuts. Online at crowncleaners.com. Crown Cleaners, a tradition of excellence.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
It's time for the North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week. Brought to you by North Knox Siding and Windows. Call 865-689-0505 or visit them online at northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
This week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week is Powell High School quarterback Deuce Rogers. Rogers led the Panthers to a 42-35 win over Central last week, accounting for over 400 yards of total offense, with 4 rushing touchdowns and 2 passing touchdowns, as Powell remained unbeaten on the season. Powell High School quarterback Deuce Rogers, this week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week.
North Knox Siding and Windows, locally owned and operated. They can handle all your siding, window, gutter, and roofing needs. Call 865-689-0505 for a free estimate or go online to northknoxsidingandwindows.com. It's time for the Drive's Top 4 at 4.
Top 4 at 4 brought to you this afternoon by Matlock Tire and Auto Service, where we will be Friday in Hardin Valley. Want you to come out and see us, so show some love to one of our longest running sponsors here on this program. Been with us for a long, long time. Love the Matlocks and would love to see you out there. Hardin Valley Road, Friday from 3 to 6. Number 1, Major League Baseball scoreboard. The Guardians rallying in the bottom of the 8th. They're up 3-1 on the Tigers as they look to tie up that best-of-5 series in Cleveland.
I love these best-of-3 series.
Yeah, or best-of-3, sorry.
A lot of urgency, man.
Yes.
Right off the bat.
Oh, last night was fantastic. Bear probably disagrees, but
yes,
I was watching that one closely. And then the Dodgers went ahead and just took the Reds to the woodshed, so I turned that one off and
Poor Walker.
got a decent night's sleep.
I figured you were going to bring it up, but it was a really strange feeling last night that I hadn't had in a long time. The only thing, it reminded me of, remember when Peyton would play the Titans back in the day when he was with the Colts, and it was just
you were kind of pulling for Crochet?
Not pulling for him, but you can't. I'm not saying Crochet's Peyton, but yeah, it was very conflicted. Like I wasn't
dominant performance.
Yeah, I wasn't wishing anything bad on him like I normally would somebody, but.
Padres up 1-0 on the Cubs in the bottom of the 3rd at Wrigley. They're trying to even that one up and force a Game 3.
Did you happen to see this stat? Back to Garrett Crochet for 1 second. There are 2 Red Sox starters besides Garrett Crochet with 11-plus strikeouts in a playoff start since 1920. So
2 with 11 strikeouts.
Crochet was number 3 last night. There were 2 before him.
Pedro's
1.
It's not Schilling.
Josh Beckett.
Oh, wow. I wouldn't have gotten that one.
And both of those Red Sox teams won the World Series.
Well, we'll see. Game 2 of that series tonight at 6 in the Bronx. And then Reds Dodgers Game 2 later tonight in L.A. Number 2, UCLA and offensive coordinator Tino Sinceri have mutually agreed to part ways. What he got? 5 games? 4 games? 4 because they had an off week, right?
Yep.
Sinceri's first season as OC there after coming from Indiana oversaw a unit that is averaging just 14.3 points per game. Tight ends coach Jerry Neuheisel, former Bruins quarterback and son of former UCLA coach Rick Neuheisel, will take over offensive play calling duties. UCLA hosts number 7 Penn State Saturday.
Just gets better and better, man. That's the offense that Deshaun Foster said they felt that Joey Aguilar was having some trouble grasping. That's why they had to make that move when Nico came in.
I just like that they're replacing one Nepo baby with another.
Yeah.
Because you guys don't have any actual coaches there.
Yeah, right.
I mean, you got a running back masquerading as a head coach. You got a guy who's never called plays calling the plays. Now you got a Neuheisel in there. I mean, Derek Dooley's not available?
They're going to be 0-12. going to happen.
I'm here for it, man.
Me too. Me too.
I want to know when the next Nico at night is, because they play at 3:30 again Saturday.
I have to effort that.
One of those Saturday night
3:30
10
Eastern.
o'clock kickoffs. Yeah. Former Tennessee wide receiver Cedric Tillman scheduled to miss multiple weeks due to an injury. Browns wideout suffering a hamstring injury in the Browns' loss to the Lions over the weekend, leading to his placement on the IR. Means he'll miss a minimum of 4 games before he is eligible to return. Had 10 catches for 100 yards and 2 tutties through 3 games.
I had him on my fantasy team.
He won't get to catch passes from
Dylan Gabriel.
Dylan Gabriel now, who is their new starter.
Mark October 18th on your calendar.
Yeah.
That could be your next Nico at night.
Who's that? Who are they playing?
Maryland in the Rose Bowl.
I'm here for it.
Because they got Penn State this week. They got a nooner next week against Michigan State in East Lansing.
What do you think the over-under is on total crowd size?
Crowd size?
Rose Bowl, Saturday night.
You don't think Maryland travels well?
No, I don't, Russ.
I mean, they threw that number out for the whatever game that was. Was that New Mexico? That it was like 30,000, and there was no way there was that many in there. I just think maybe they account for season ticket holders that don't show.
Yeah.
I'd say that's a fair number, like 25 to 30.
That's a several $1,000 trip per
Yeah.
person to go from, I would imagine, from Maryland to L.A.
Finally, number 4, Diego Pavia and Vanderbilt. Big game in Alabama this weekend. ESPN Game Day is there and trying to make it 2 in a row over the Tide. Pavia not lacking for confidence.
Is he talking?
Oh, he's talking. Quote, I don't know what they're doing. I just focus on us, but I know we've got to bring it. That's for sure. The crowd, I think, is going to be a big factor in the game, but we just got to play within the white lines. If we do that, if we play our game, it won't be close.
Whoa. It won't be close?
It's a direct quote.
Yep.
Over-under on, or not over-under, I mean, you say stuff like that to Alabama. I mean, it's still Alabama. This might be his last game as Commodore.
That'd be okay.
You talk about pulling the tiger's tail.
Yeah. I forgot to, man, I'm sorry. I keep going back to UCLA. You know, they're having a blue out this week for their game against Penn State. It's like, how do you make that happen in a stadium that's going to be like a quarter full?
I mean, it's be blue and then those strange pink seats.
Yeah. Penn State might bring a lot of fans just for the trip to LA.
Yeah. I'm sure they got fans out there too. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love to go. All right, that is the top 4 at 4. It's brought to you by Matlock Tire and Auto Service, where we will be on this Friday afternoon from 3 until 6 p.m. We're at the Hardin Valley location. Would love to see you. Come on out and join us. We'll be there from 3 to 6, doing the thing, taking your phone calls, all that good stuff. We'll have some fan run T-shirts. If you're in Hardin Valley, West Knox area, come out and say hello. MatlockTireService.com. I've got my service scheduled. I'll be getting oil change, tire rotation, maybe new tires, depending on what they say out there. So you can come and I've already been assured they'll have their absolute best mechanics and technicians in there that day. So that's probably the good day to go in there. Of course, they would just tell me that, right? They're not like, oh no, we're going to have old cross-eyed Larry work on your car, Russ.
They're all good, Russ.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
So come on out, MatlockTireService.com, where you can schedule your appointment today. I'm texting with a buddy, another reporter here in town, just asking him about the Tony thing, like what he thinks is going on. What? You don't even know what I'm going to say?
I'm laughing at something else. I'm sorry.
Oh.
This guy thinks Tony's in San Francisco.
Really? So you're saying you trust this guy more than you trust Eric Kane?
I don't know Eric Kane. I mean, I trust them both. I think they're both pros.
What if he is in Florida recruiting and somebody from the Giants just flew to him? That would be believable just because that seems to be how. Like,
what if he's in San Francisco interviewing for the job and he's just telling local reporters that he's in Florida recruiting?
Could be, but Bear just brings up an interesting point for all the flight trackers who are out there. I saw Moose on the text box said, you guys are going to get me back to tracking flights on the flight app. Maybe they meet at, they meet at a neutral site, Florida.
I mean, yeah,
That's the way they do it in football searches. Very rarely do.
I mean, it's like the airport Hilton or whatever, right? It's like they pick a big hub. The interested parties fly in.
Yeah.
Meet in a hotel in a suite, and then they get back on their planes and head home.
I always wanted to be a part of a search like that. It's got to feel like you're in a James Bond movie or something.
I was laughing at DR Vols post.
It flipped away to something else.
Of course.
DR.
That's it.
Yeah.
Remember that picture from Wake
Yeah.
Forest?
The meltdown would be, we don't need, Tony, you can't do this to us. You can't do this to us, Tony.
We made sandwiches, Tony.
Right in the middle of football season. You can't do this to us. Not now, Tony. Not now. I mean, this would change our relationship with you. It would change our relationship with Drew Gilbert. Buster Posey would become a cursed name. Tony, we're in the middle of a freaking football season here, buddy. We're 4-1.
How is it going to change our relationship with Gilbert? Or Vitello, for that matter.
If he leaves, it'll change. It'll change. You don't see it now, but you will. It will change.
It would change if he came back to college baseball.
It will change if he leaves. I promise you.
Well, you could drag Drew in all this.
Because he's there, and he'll have been one of the deciding factors of him leaving. Do I have to walk you through this? Yes.
No way.
There's no way that one kid he coached in college is going to make that big of an impact on
Drew Gilbert, who's probably going to be, he's going to be an okay pro player. He's not,
Hey, he's just getting started.
All right. I'm just saying I don't think you guys are gaming this out. I mean, see,
I'm not turning
I've got
on
the
guy.
BVS. I'm already like 10 years down the road in all this thing. I mean, he's already back at Arkansas, winning his third national championship while we're hiring like the Wade Houston of baseball. I mean, I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you.
But I don't think we're ever going to, I don't think we'll do that. Hire the Wade Houston of baseball. We got too many. There's
We
too
didn't
many.
think we're going to hire the Wade Houston basketball, but we did.
There were some serious questions. He did come with his McDonald's All-American kid.
Tony, you can't do this. Not now. Not now. Not now. Not ever, but especially not now.
Is not if this did happen, how big a problem would Knoxville have with male loneliness?
I mean, look,
depression.
If you're gonna leave us, Tony, first of all, don't. But if you have to, just do it after the season, when it's a summer, and we'll just all go to the beach and drink garage beer, sadly, while we stare out at the ocean, and we won't have to like be sad during football season. A good football season.
Dude, it was like 9 minutes ago where we were all saying that he's not taking the job.
Welcome to the drive, Bob. Our emotions kind of fluctuate wildly in times like this.
I guess.
I mean, do you want me to come over and get on my knees and beg? Because I will, Tony. Like the Temptations. I ain't too proud to beg.
Just remember this when you get your calls from Geraldo and Stevie, because it's the same kind of thing. That's what they believe in you. Like if you were to leave.
Yes. I have no doubt if I were to leave this show, it would ruin Geraldo's life. He might commit suicide. I mean, that's not hyperbolic. I'm not going to kill myself if Tony leaves, but a part of me will die.
Is life going to be just a little bit darker without him in your world?
A part of me will die. Wow. The part that likes college baseball. What the hell am I supposed to do for 3 months to fill the show from May to July? Tony, you ever stop to think about that? I mean, let's think about the important thing in all this, and that's me.
You should be playing music bed right now, Bear. Remember the Paul Young song? Every Time You Go Away. Well, Hall & Oates did it first.
There we go.
Tony. By the way, I was watching. You ever watch Daryl Hall at the House?
Oh,
yeah,
Daryl's Hall. Yeah,
Great stuff.
I
Watching
love
that
those
with
guys.
Joe Walsh,
Not a good
Billy
guy.
Gibbons.
Not a good guy.
Who's
but
not?
What a talent. Daryl Hall.
Daryl Hall, not a good guy. What did he do?
You on Team Oates over there, Bob?
Yeah.
Oh, like you screwed him out of congratulations.
Just a big
jerk
ego.
face.
Yeah.
Tony, don't leave. Don't do it, Tony. Don't go. Don't leave us, please. We love you. Is it that time I said you were stupid for pulling Dolander out of that game in South Carolina? I'm sorry. I didn't mean it, Tony. I didn't mean it.
I think I'm going to hit the restroom now.
Is it because I said that the new uniform designs were ugly this year? I didn't mean it, Tony. I didn't mean it. You wear whatever you want to wear. Don't go. Don't go.
Maybe he was really a heavy-duty Nike guy.
Tony, you can wear Reebok. You can wear it.
No, that might have made him stray.
I'm trying to tell you. Oh, no, don't worry about it, Russell. Tony doesn't care. You're making a mountain out of a molehill. You don't know what you're talking about.
Russell's 9/11.
We will have spun this into that it was about Adidas and everything else by the time it's all said and done.
I liked hearing Russell cry and beg, personally.
Not bad.
I know how to turn it on when I need to. See how it's done, Danny? Danny White, you better be on your knees somewhere begging this guy. Because I'm already moving to the anger stage of grief, and you will be held accountable if you let Mr. Tennessee Baseball walk. Now he's got me lashing out at the athletics director.
And what the hell Danny do?
Nothing yet, and that might be the problem.
What the hell's he supposed to do, Russ?
Take $1 million pay cut and give the rest of it to Tony.
I don't think this is a money thing, because I'm pretty sure he's not going to. I mean, all
make
things
it a
being
money
equal,
thing. Make him an offer he can't refuse.
Like, how much do you think the Giant? What do managers make in MLB?
I don't know.
You got to keep in mind he's going to be living in California. He probably make more money here.
Well, yeah. I mean, just the tax base alone,
the cost of living. So,
yeah.
Tony, have you seen what's going on in the streets of San Francisco? I mean, you got homeless, transsexual drug addicts passed out in the street. They're doing the fentanyl fold out there, Tony.
My brother lives there, man. Take it easy.
I wasn't talking about your brother. Is your brother a transsexual fentanyl addict?
Not that I'm aware of, but
you don't want to go there, Tony. There's nothing for you. Big Mac costs $14.
it's coming from all angles now in the text box. Somebody from the 270 says, I hope Bob's happy watching his Lady Vols from his season tickets, knowing that Vitello's sitting under the Golden Gate Bridge because Danny gave the Lady Vols his NIL money.
All right, Bear, are you prepared to tell Queen Kim, sorry, no NIL, that no revenue share this week? We're taking your 5% and giving it to baseball.
You're asking me that question for real? I mean,
yeah.
I'd volunteer to break the news to her. Look,
I don't mean that as a sexist comment.
It's not even that. I just be like, look, we
got no money for you. We're giving all your money to Tony Vitello.
And I'd let her know we're going to work and try and put something together for her. But at this point in time, what
does that mean?
That means we'd have to beat the bushes and get the boosters to step up.
How about some gift cards?
Wing certificates.
Yeah.
I'm good for gift cards and
cleaners. You know, women need dry cleaning.
Yeah.
There's a certain restaurant I have seen with regularity some of the Lady Vols attend, and they go there.
I mean, I'm
some gift cards there.
Sure, any number of those girls would be perfectly happy with the gift cards or wing certificates to Pizza Kitchen, Buckethead Tavern, some of our people.
Okay.
Hey, they've got to have a lot of clothes, I'm assuming, because they're, women. Free dry cleaning. Get Don and the gang over there at Crown to help out some.
Somebody else reminded us from the 423, don't forget there is poop in the streets in San Francisco.
That's what I'm saying. It's gross. The drugs, the deviancy, the taxes, the refusal by the local government to take any accountability to do anything about it. They just let you run in there and into the local CVS and take whatever you want. They're not going to stop you. They want to confiscate your property and give it to the druggies, the freaks. You want to go live in the Haight-Ashbury, man? Grateful Dead ain't playing there anymore, Tony. It's a wasteland.
Tune in, turn on, and drop out. I doubt he would be living in San Francisco. I imagine, Monterey?
Yeah, Vallejo. Some of those areas.
He'll be living someplace nice, but now the money thing may be a bigger factor because there's no doubt about that. It's crazy expensive out there. I just saw it.
You don't want to live out there, Tony. You don't want to do Major League Baseball.
We love you here.
Just spoiled rich guys who won't listen to you.
That climate, though.
It's perfect, but I mean, are they going to put up where's the best chance for we're a lot more likely to put up a statue of you after you're gone than they are in San Francisco.
Ballstorm raises a good point. Remember what happened to the last guy from Tennessee who ditched us for California?
Ooh.
I mean, you could take that a number of different ways. I mean, look what happened to Kiffin. You want to get tarmacked, Tony? You don't want to get tarmacked, do you? Look at what happened to Nico. Look at him. Look at him.
He may go 0-12 this year.
I got to give attribution on that poop line. That was Moose. He wanted to make sure. Put it out there.
All right, quick break. You're listening to The Drive. Fan Run Radio, 865-966-3435. Your number, 966-3435. More Fan Run Radio coming up.
The Drive.
105.7 FM, 1340 AM. Online at fanrunradio.com and streaming on the free Fan Run Radio app. This is Fan Run Radio. Knoxville.
Bankruptcy, divorce, personal injury. These are just some of the curveballs life can throw at you. Fortunately, East Tennessee has someone to help you work through these problems and recover. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. If you're in need of legal advice, call today to set up a free, no-obligation consultation. 865-801-9250. As always, the phone call is free, the advice is free, so what do you have to lose? Call 865-801-9250 or go online to jrglawtn.com. That's jrglawtn.com. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. Legal expertise you can rely on.
Citizens National Bank.
We believe a good game plan is essential for success. With a CNB Plus Perks checking account, you'll save money with cell phone protection, roadside assistance, identity theft protection, and more. Banking at CNB has its perks. Find out more at cnbtn.com.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC. Knoxville, get ready. The big sports show is coming Saturday, November 8th at the World Exposition Hall. Meet your favorite sports stars, Hall of Famer Earl Campbell, baseball greats Wade Boggs, Dwight Gooden, and Jose Canseco, plus UT legends Shamiqua Holtzclaw, Carl Pickens, and many more. Autographs, photos, and memories you'll never forget all in one huge day. Tickets on sale. Get yours now at bigsportshow.com. That's bigsportshow.com. The Big Sports Show, Saturday, November 8th, Knoxville. Don't miss it.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together.
White Claw is taking hard seltzer to new heights with White Claw Surge. At 8% alcohol, White Claw Surge is a stronger wave of refreshment that doesn't compromise on taste. Available in 4 bold waves of flavor like ripe blackberry, citrusy blood orange, zesty natural lime, and tart cranberry. Check out your favorite retailer in-store and online for the White Claw Surge Variety 12-pack and 16-ounce single-serve cans. White Claw Surge. Please drink responsibly.
Are you tired of waiting on interest rates to drop before you start saving money? I'm Chris Burleson with University Lending Group, and I've got a better way. With a traditional closed-end mortgage, most of your payment goes straight to interest, not your balance. But with my Smart Loan, every deposit you make cuts your principal immediately and reduces interest in real time. On average, my clients pay off their mortgage in just 7 years. Call me today at 865-388-7634 or visit smartloantn.com and let's turn your income into financial freedom. NMLS number 332941.
The Giants and Braves search now. So ESPN has a story up with quotes from Buster Posey, who is, I mean, he went from player to king of the franchise really quickly, right?
Sure did.
He can't be 40 years old.
Buster? I don't know.
So anyway, he says that Bruce Bochy, who was their manager when they won a bunch of World Series every other year back in the day, Madison Bumgarner, all those guys, Bonds, he was just let go by the Rangers.
Right.
And so he's saying they're not bringing him back. Bochy's pretty old now, 70. So that's the only thing out there about that. And then David O'Brien, who covers the Braves for The Athletic, did include Tony's name as a possible out of left field candidate. Is very similar to the way that the Giants athletic writer included Tony's name in his article.
That's what I wanted to ask you. Where did this all originate?
Well, we were talking in here during the break. Like, part of me wonders if this is Tony's agent, just kind of getting it stirred up, putting this bug in some writers' ears. And because it was almost written exact same verbiage in the Braves report as it was in the original Giants report. And I assume that these athletic writers talk amongst each other when they're covering these things.
It is strange when you see two different guys on different parts of the country, right? Word for word.
Yeah. Somebody says in the text box, Russ, would you feel any different if it were the Braves, not the Giants? No, not at all. Like, I don't care, man. I would much rather have him here than with the Braves. First of all, like, I don't even know how good he's going to be. Second of all, like, I'd rather the Vols win than the Titans. I'd rather the Vols win than the Braves. If I'm trading anything in my professional teams, is like my loyalty to the Vols trumps all as a fan.
Absolutely.
So, like, that's not even a thought for me. Buster Posey's 38. Took over his current job this time last year to replace Farhan Zaidi.
Oh, that's where
he was. Your guy?
Yeah.
Farhan?
Yeah.
All right, let's get some more phone calls going here. Jamie is next on the drive. Hello, Jamie.
What's up, man?
Hey, what's up?
So, just sitting here listening to you about how you'd react if Vitello leaves as Rich after the way you turned your back on the great Bruce Pearl.
Yeah, because those situations are exactly the same.
No, they're not. One got run out by his administration, and one would leave on his own.
One guy lied to NCAA investigators.
Still, 15 years later, we're still doing this. Okay.
I mean, it's. I'm just pointing it out. I mean, you want us to believe that you would be.
Oh my God, they're not the same, and you know it, which is why you're laughing. But second of all, yes, I will turn on Tony if he comes back the way Bruce did at one of our rivals, and if he comes back to Arkansas. You think this place is going to like him? I mean, dead enders like you will probably be talking about bring him back in here, but the rest of us, assuming that we hire a competent coach, will move on and want our team to win.
No, I'm with you, Russ. You don't turn your back on the Big Orange and then get welcome back here. No, sir. But I want to put it a little bit. I want y'all to remember something. Tony V is the guy that shows up over on the football stadium, not up there in the blue hair section. He's down there on the field going crazy. I would be shocked if he wanted part of that life when he's got. I mean, it seems like everything he wanted out of life, he's living. He's in the middle of it right now. I don't know. It just now I could see like the coach for A&M or Georgia, where they just don't give could care less about baseball. But I mean, he's a rock star here in Knoxville, Tennessee. He's a king.
Yeah,
and
I think he likes that, man. I think he kind of likes being the big deal here. He would not be the big deal in San Francisco. I mean, he would be liked. I think fans would generally accept him out there, but it would be different.
I mean, and he's not just a big fish in the small pond. I mean, every time there's something to do with ESPN and baseball, he's right there on the desk. And I mean, that's not going to be the case in MLB. And I just think that's what I count on. I would color me shocked if he was to leave for the major leagues, just because of the lifestyle he's got here. He just seems like somebody who embraces it. There's other coaches and Russ and Bear and Bob, y'all would probably. There's other coaches that just that's not their biggest priority. But for Tony V, I think that's up there. I think being out front, being the face, I think that's big for him. And that's why I just would be shocked if he left.
I totally agree. And that's exactly where I'm at. It's like these major league managers, they're not thrust out there like that. And I think that does matter to Tony. I think he likes being the guy.
I think you guys are right, but I also think there's another side to these guys who are fierce competitors, and that is Tony to a T. Like he wants to win, and losing eats him up inside. And when you're wired that way, the opportunity to do whatever it is you're doing at the highest level, Major League Baseball, with you're coaching the franchise that's won as many World Series as the Dodgers, the franchise of Bonds and Mays and all the great players that have come through there. Like, that's going to be like we said earlier, you at least listen to the pitch and consider it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is this the equivalent? I was thinking about this. We just had something like this that never materialized, but when the Lakers were making their run at Danny Hurley, it's kind of the same, right?
Good point. Yeah.
It's kind of the same.
Yes. Very similar.
Yeah. Wow. That's as far as someone who seems to enjoy, Bobby Hurley definitely definitely enjoys the limelight of being the man in UConn for sure. But guys, I've been thinking, switching over to football, that Heupel, we've all said, wow, what an offensive mind, what a quarterback whisperer. Look what he did for Hooker, who couldn't even get on the field at Virginia Tech. And, we thrust him under Heupel. He got, very serious Heisman talk before he got hurt against Georgia. And, we all were talking about how, Heupel had picked Milton over him. And, and it turns out Hooker was 10 times the quarterback. And then, guys, have we brought this up yet? He went out and spent $8 million on Nico, who couldn't play a lick. And he gets stuck with Appalachian State's reject, and he's got Hooker type numbers.
It's pretty fortunate, isn't it?
It's fortunate, but I mean, it's like, wow, is the guy just completely twisted around on his quarterback identification? When he's got the right guy, we're putting up Heisman numbers. There's people talking about, potentially Aguilar being in the top 5 of the Heisman, and it's two guys that Heupel said, nah, you're not good enough next. I mean, not necessarily Aguilar, but it's just the garbage that we had to pick up at the last second.
there are some obvious lessons to be learned, right? And I've been saying for weeks now, if I'm Josh Heupel, I've got my eyes wide open this offseason, looking at that transfer portal, trying to find me the next Aguilar, the next Hendon Hooker, the next experienced QB who can come in here, learn my system quickly and run it. And hopefully you have McIntyre and Faison Brandon behind them, and you have a year to evaluate them and make a determination on whether or not one of those guys can carry the banner moving forward in 2027. But for 2026, I'm looking at that portal, man, I'm
with
trying
you,
to
Russ.
find my
And
next guy.
I'll say this: this is by no means a rip on Heupel. I just noticed, and it's like, wow, that's just, And if I was Heupel, I would say, all right, obviously, I'm looking at where I succeed and exceed above others, and I see where I'm failing. I need a guy that helps me identify quarterbacks. I know what to do with them once they're identified. I just struggle identifying them. Is that making? Does that seem? Would any of y'all do that if in his situation?
I'm sorry. Say that again. I didn't catch that.
If you're Heupel, would you just say, all right, man, I can't pick a quarterback to save my life. Once I get him, I know what I'm doing with him.
Yeah. He'll never say that. I mean, I think your best hope is to just learn, man. Like he's changed his offense. He's changed his approach there. He changed the way he manages a game last year, and he's changed back this year. So it's not like he's just completely stuck to one way of looking at things and operating as a head coach. I would just hope that he's smart enough to realize that, hey, man, maybe the 5 stars next to the name in a high school recruit aren't everything. Maybe there's more efficient ways of building an offense.
That's fair. I don't want to poo-poo. I'm all for getting the 5-star quarterbacks in here. That's for sure. I think Nico was just a bust, and I think it's proven out in UCLA. It's not like the guy can play at all. A lot
of these guys are bust. A lot of these 5-star quarterbacks don't pan out. It's not 100%, but it's about 50-50.
You're right. That's interesting. I wonder if in the dull days, maybe one day we can look back on some of these 5-star quarterbacks that we looked at the recruiting rankings that never amounted to nothing. I remember going back when Lane Kiffin was here, his first year. And Russ, you got that steel mind. There was a quarterback out of California, a black kid. I think the last name started with SPR. Spraggins or something.
Yeah, Jesse Spraggins.
Spraggins, maybe. And he was 5-star, and he never amounted to nothing.
Boy, we thought he was going to be great.
Yeah, and I think he was actually tried to get in on Barkley. Barkley played a little. I guess Barkley got a cup of coffee in the NFL, but yeah, that's a good point, man. Give me all the 5 stars you can give me, but yeah, man, I'm like you, Russ. I wonder if it is 50-50. It might be hit or miss with those guys now that we look back on it. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that up. That ain't ripping on Heupel. That's all I got for today. Y'all hang in there.
Thank you, Jamie. Bob, this just came up real quick on a quick worth of Google. This is from 10 years ago at Saturday Down South. They were looking at the past 10 years 5-star quarterbacks. So these are 5-star quarterbacks dating back to 2005. And some of these guys had good college careers. Some didn't. Mark Sanchez, he's pretty good.
And a cup of coffee.
Ryan Perrilloux, a cup of coffee. You went to what? 2 or 3 consecutive AFC championship games?
Yeah.
Had the butt fumble?
Yeah.
Ryan Perrilloux.
Yep.
Colt McCoy. Oh, what do you mean, yep, on Perrilloux?
Well, didn't Perrilloux go to LSU or something like that?
Yeah, he was for 2 years.
Yeah. No, I remember him. That's all I was saying.
He wasn't very good.
No.
Yeah.
Colt McCoy. Very good college player. Led Texas to a national championship game. Chase Daniel, very good college player. Zach Robinson at Oklahoma State.
Don't know him.
He was. He's been one of the names thrown around to be the new Oklahoma State coach.
Dan Lefevre, Central Michigan.
I remember the name.
He was really good. Tony Pike at Cincinnati. So those were that was actually pretty good, that group. 06, Matt Stafford, Mitch Mustaine. Remember Mitch Mustaine?
Yeah.
Tim Tebow, Sam Bradford, Andy Dalton, Colin Kaepernick, Josh Freeman, Jake Locker. That was a really good class. Whoever were deciding the 5 stars in 05 and 06 was on it.
Yeah. I think of one, it was from my home state, Do you remember the name Hunter Johnson?
Yeah,
From the-
he was committed here, wasn't he? At one point.
Yeah, he ended up
at Clemson.
He went to Clemson,
Yeah.
and then he ended up wrapping up his career at Northwestern.
Yeah.
And he just vanished, man. He never materialized at all.
See if I can find some of the later groups, but that's interesting. Roberto is next. What's up, Roberto?
Hey guys, can you hear me okay?
Got you. Go ahead.
Well, I would say to that, yeah, I'm you've got me on board, Russ. Like, I think here's the deal. You take like a senior transfer every year, and then you still go get your 5-star to see if he works out. You just take the best quarterbacks available. And the way college football is now, you have to do that, period. Dan Lefevre.
Cutcliffe used to say you
man.
always
What
want
a
to
name.
sign one per class. So you always want, and Heupel has done that. But, and if you get to a situation where you've got a junior that's been sitting around on your bench for a couple of years and you feel really good about that, then I guess that's a different thing than like the Nico thing is just there's a lot of hindsight being 2020 here, but like the kid comes here and doesn't play at all meaningful football his first year. And then we just turn him loose and expect greatness out of him. And it probably doesn't work that way.
No, I don't think it does work that way. But we think that Josh Heupel's a quarterback whisperer, too. He took a kid who's been here 90 days and turned him into an all-SEC type performer, whatever that's worth. Or it looks like that because of his offense.
He has a good track record.
Roberto, Bill Connolly ranked the 68 top, the Power 4 quarterbacks. Want to give me a number where you think Nico landed?
Nico?
Out of 64?
Yep, out of
64. Is this before the season or right now?
Right now.
Well, he doesn't have a Power 4 grade in the transfer window. I read that the other day. So I'm going to go like 57.
It was actually 68 quarterbacks, but still. Yeah, you were, 54. No, 58. 58.
I was pretty close then, I guess, huh?
QBR of 54.6.
So Nico was 58 out of 68?
58 out of 68 per Bill Connolly at ESPN.
Where's Joey?
Joey's at, I think, 17, but let me confirm. I'm
Seems low.
Scrolling. Yep, he's 17. He's ahead of Carson Beck. He's ahead of Gunnar Stockton. Certainly ahead of Arch Manning.
There's 16 quarterbacks having a better year.
Yeah, let me rattle those off very quickly.
Yeah,
Tommy Castellanos, 16. Altmaier, 15. Taylor Green, 14. Chandler Morris, 13.
Who?
Chandler, Virginia's quarterback.
Chandler Morris is at Virginia.
Yeah. John Mateer, 12. Julian Sayin. By the way, have you seen Julian Sayin play? Because he's good.
He's fine. He is good. He's fine.
11.
He's fine.
Jalen Daniels, 10. DeMond Williams from Washington, 9. Ty Simpson, 8. CJ Carr, 7. I'm a CJ Carr fan.
Stop. That's a bull crap list then. That CJ Carr guy can't know. That guy could not hold my jock.
CJ Carr?
He is not good.
Oh, please, Roberto. Come on, man.
I'm sorry. Didn't mean to spark your Midwestern Catholic tendencies there, Bob.
It's got nothing to do with that. It's actually the eye test of watching a guy play good
I don't
football.
think he's any good.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Look, if nothing else, I'll give you top 10. Fine. That's fine. There's no way he's better than Joey
I'm
Aguilar.
with Roberto here.
There's no way in hell that's
better
true.
than CJ Carr?
I just don't know why I had to throw the Catholic slur in there.
Yeah, whatever.
Wasn't a slur. It was descriptive.
Well, let me really get
it
you
was
spun
code.
up. Guess who's number 2 on this list?
Ty Simpson.
Diego Pavia.
Diego Pavia?
Yeah.
Actually, here's a hot take. I think that's pretty close to appropriate.
Would you trade Joey for Diego right now?
Not in our offense, but in their offense, absolutely. Yes. But not in our offense, no.
Oh, that's a good point. I see that.
But, I mean, you just dropped Chad Morris. Would you say it was the Morris kid? I mean, come on, dude. At Virginia, he's good. If he's available next year, we should take him.
He's okay.
I mean, he's fine. Luke Altmaier? Altmaier's doo-doo. He was awful. against Indiana. Awful. So I'm not going to. Yeah, that's a crap list. I'm sorry, Bob. It's not you. It's the list. Who was number one? Intriguingly,
Jaden Maeva.
Oh, please. Are you serious? He's
guy?
better than John Mateer?
Yeah. They're
Come on.
Come on.
This is
Connolly.
Mateer at 10 is hilarious, by the way. If the guy broke his hand or his thumb, he's going to win the Heisman.
Yeah, again, there's a qualifier here. I mean, Connolly always, I think he creates these kind of conversations. Yeah, it's rooted in analytics. It's got nothing to do with his
you're getting very emotional,
denomination
Roberto.
of faith or anything else, Roberto.
Are you Catholic?
I'm already emotional. I'm strung out about Tony leaving us, okay? Bochy needs to go back home and win 3 more freaking World Series titles, and we get to keep our champion. He's our man. I pay him $50 million. I don't care. You cannot let Tony V walk off that campus if it has to do with money. So I'm emotional. If that happens, they should fire Danny, and I'm serious.
Thank you.
Roberto, hey, Roberto,
I think he was serious.
CJ Carr agrees with you for what it's worth.
He's getting a little too high strung there.
About what?
About the Vitello thing.
Oh.
Letting him know CJ Carr's not a bad guy. I cannot believe you guys don't think CJ Carr's a good quarterback. He's already projecting as like the.
I think he's good. I think Aguilar's better.
I don't know.
For college.
We'll see how he does against Arkansas. You saw what CJ Carr did to Arkansas.
He did. Yeah. He looked sharp.
I love Joey. Don't get me wrong.
And Arkansas has, and our guy should look that good against Arkansas.
Yeah.
You know where they rank out of 130 plus defenses in college football right now?
146. No, what?
116.
Wow. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We keep worrying. I've said this all along. We worry about Petrino coming in. They're going to need to score 50 against us minimum to win because their defense can't stop a cold.
Quick timeout. You're listening to The Drive on Fan Run Radio. Back to wrap up hour number 2 right after this.
The Drive. Big Orange Country's home for sports. This is Fan Run Radio.
Today, we raise a glass of Jameson Irish whiskey to the sport of football. Hear, hear!
To Gaelic football, born in Ireland in 1885 in its thrilling blend of soccer, rugby and basketball. On a massive field, 15 players kick or hand pass a round ball that scored points over a bar or into a net. No pads, no helmet, no sense.
Hear, hear!
To college football, which kicked off in 1869 when Rutgers beat Princeton 6-4 in the Battle of New Jersey. With 11 players and helmets and pads, teams battle on a 100-yard gridiron with explosive pass plays and hard-hitting tackles. Unless you're called for targeting.
Hear, hear! Since 1780, Jameson Irish whiskey has been enjoyed by sports fans all around the globe. Whether your football is Gaelic, American, or even soccer, we can all agree on super smooth Jameson Irish whiskey. Hear, hear!
Your smile says it all, so make sure it's saying the right thing. At Knoxville Smiles, we believe healthy teeth mean happy lives. Invisalign is a clear aligner orthodontic treatment that gradually straightens teeth without the use of traditional metal braces. And now, at Knoxville Smiles, we're offering Invisalign special pricing for new patients. Call for details at 865-539-1776 or just visit us at knoxvillesmiles.com. Don't wait another day to love your smile. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
With over 60 years of experience in the industry, Merritt Garage Doors has a wealth of expertise in commercial overhead doors in the East Tennessee area. Merritt offers a wide range of door styles like sectionals, rolling steel, high speed, and sheet doors. They also supply and install a wide range of dock equipment. If your business is in need of overhead doors, no matter the type, look no further than Merritt Garage Door, Knoxville's best and most trusted overhead door company. Contact them anytime for a free estimate at 865-933-5319 or online at merrittgaragedoor.com.
Tired of waiting for the weekend or good weather to play around? From casual to committed, Back Nine Golf has got you covered. Open to the public and offering flexible membership opportunities, they offer 24/7 access to 5 different simulators, providing cutting-edge technology, instant swing feedback, fun mini games, and a wide variety of courses to choose from. Perfect for that solo round you want after work, or swing by with food and drinks for an afternoon with friends and family. No stressful tee times, no rain delays. It's Back 9 Golf your way. Book your tee time now at theback9golf.com.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Fan Run Radio, racing towards quitting time on a beautiful Wednesday afternoon, first day of October. Russell, Bob, and Bear back with you doing the thing. We got our guy Jake Crane from Crane & Company coming up here in hour number 3 to preview what promises to be a very intriguing weekend in college football. A lot of good games, and as Tennessee fans, we could just sort of sit back and watch the carnage unfold.
He's a baseball guy too. It'll be interesting to get his. I guarantee he's following this whole deal with our guy.
Vitello.
Oh yeah,
really?
Guaranteed. Yeah.
I was a little bit worried that we'd be leaving the Firestorm topic for a good 10, 15 minutes, but we'll touch on it with him. Okay.
He might be mad about it too. We never know.
Stevie is next. Good afternoon, Stevie.
Russell!
Hello, Steven.
I need everyone to BBB right now.
BBB.
Believe in my baby bears. Please, they need help.
They're on the struggle bus, aren't they?
Well, I mean, we won yesterday, but we're not. The bats are cold.
You need Harry Carey. All right, let's get some runs.
Come on. Oh, I thought you had
some
to
runs.
We drank beer. I liked beer. Still like beer.
I do not want to have a game 3, Russ. I really do not. Guys, I don't take this thing seriously with Tony Voss. Are y'all really worried about this?
I'm not so worried, Stevie. Speaking for
joke.
myself.
Like the dude who first reported it, he's got like 300 followers. Stevie's got 500 followers alone.
Well, the first reports were from people with The Athletic, so it's not some guy on Twitter. And Tony is not in town right now, so we don't know where Tony's
on vacation. Maybe he's recruiting.
So one report is he's recruiting in Florida.
Russell, have you texted him or anything?
Yeah, I mean, we've reached out.
No response?
Not yet.
Ooh. Wow. Well, I'm still not worried, Russ. I'm still not worried. Here's what I'm really not worried about. That win on Saturday was fantastic. We did something that we haven't done before since Heupel's been here, but the talent took care of the mistakes, coaching mistakes, Russ. The talent out-talented the coaching mistakes that he made on the sideline, and boy, were they brutal. But just like Kirby Smart in the past, just like Saban in the past, when they call a bad game, the talent takes over. And let me tell you something, that's another good sign, and that's another bridge crossed to our greatness, to our national championship aspirations this year.
Talent covers up for a lot of shortcomings.
That's right.
No matter what the sport.
And we finally got it, Russ. And we're only getting more players back. the roster's just getting better as the season goes on, right? We've got the David Hobbs guy coming back. Moy's back now. Are we thinking we might see McCoy next week?
I think he wants to play, but it's just a matter of getting cleared officially. But yeah, I think he's going to be back eventually.
Yeah, let's pulse. Do we think he's back next week, Bob Bear?
I think we could see him. It'd be the same kind of thing maybe that we just saw with Sanders, though. I don't think you would see a heavy dose of him in that game.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know about next week. Who do we have? What's the week after that?
Alabama.
And maybe we do see him for a few plays next week.
Yeah, if you're ideal world, you'd want to go ahead and knock the rust off at home against Arkansas.
Yeah.
Well, that and Arkansas is gonna. Arkansas offensively is pretty good. It'd be a good test.
I mean, Memphis kind of took care of them in the second half, though. Like, I'm not worried about this game. I am so looking forward to the end of this year, this late stretch here, guys. I mean, we are just explosive. I don't think you'll ever see 30 points, but less than 30 points for the rest of the year. This offense is back. I said it before after the I can't even remember which game it was anymore, but 11-1 is still in play. 11-1 is still in play. 11-1 is still in play. Go Vols, positive mindset. Go Cubs, go. Thank you, Lord.
Norman Vincent Peale over there.
That was, I feel better.
Stay with us. Hour number 3 of The Drive coming up on many of these fan-run affiliates. Back with more right after this.
The Drive.
The voluntary reaction.
This football season, tune in to Big Orange Country's post-game radio free-for-all, The Voluntary Reaction, presented by the Griffin Law Firm. We'll be live on the Fan Run Radio app as soon as every UT game is over, taking your calls and breaking down the game to levels that can only be described as beyond scientific. So tune in and drink with us from the keg of glory or drown in the pool of despair. The Voluntary Reaction on Fan Run Radio.
The voluntary reaction. Raw, unfiltered, real.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Dick's House of Sport at West Town Mall is a destination devoted to sport, and it's your destination for exclusive events and experiences. Come visit a store like no other. Check out our 40-foot rock wall, golf performance center, Hit Tracks batting cage, and outdoor turf field. You can now rent our space for private events and birthday parties. Learn more about our events and exclusive product launches on Facebook and Instagram at Dick's House of Sport KNX. Dick's House of Sport, proud partner of Tennessee Athletics.
At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies, acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at KnoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area. From Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive, even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fan Run sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
Citizens National Bank. You want a bank that lets you bank when and where you want to. Your local branch, the grocery store, your computer, your phone, it's up to you. You want people who care about taking care of you and your money too. Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 865-544-8220. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at menspronknoxville.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, performance, Peyronie's, size and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic performance and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 865-544-8220 or book in 30 seconds or less at menspronknoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
It's time for The Drive's Top 5 at 5.
Quitting time on your Wednesday, 5 o'clock here on Fan Run Radio, and the Top 5 at 5. Brought to you this afternoon by Knoxville Smiles. Number 1, where's Tony? Tennessee head coach Tony Vitello, the subject of rumors and speculation regarding his connection to the San Francisco Giants' vacant managerial position and now the Atlanta Braves' vacant managerial position. The Athletic's David O'Brien writing that Vitello could be a, quote, outside-the-box candidate if the Braves were to go in that direction.
Where in the world is Anthony Vitello?
According to a message board post by Eric Kane of VolQuest, he is in Florida recruiting.
But there was a competing report saying that he was in San Francisco?
There's been no report that says he's in San Francisco.
Okay.
There's been no confirmed report. That is, we will put that in the rumor running rampant category. Don't do it, Tone.
I'm sure he's listening. He could just give us a call.
He's been known to listen to the drive. Tony, would you call in and clear this up right now? Give us the old Saban. I guess I'm going to have to say it. I'm not going to be the San Francisco Giants manager.
What was the infamous Saban? I'm not taking that job. So quit asking about it.
No, that was when he
I'm
was
conflating
talking
something.
to Maria Taylor. But he said, I guess I have to say it. I'm not going to be the next Alabama coach. Right before he became the next Alabama coach.
Right.
Number 2, Major League Baseball scoreboard. They're in the top of the 6th now at Wrigley. Padres leading Stevie's Cubs 3-0. And the Padres have 2 on and 2 out. Looking to add to that lead. Earlier, the Guardians evened their series with the Tigers 1 game apiece. 6-1 victory at home, forcing a decisive Game 3 tomorrow at Progressive Field. Coming up tonight, Red Sox, Yankees. Yankees trying to stave off elimination at home. How would that strike you, Bear, if the Red Sox come in and just slap your boys around? Walk out of there.
They did last night.
On their way. I mean, you got tonight.
I mean, I still don't understand why Jazz and they did the analytics thing last night where they took
I know they did not start Chisholm.
No, they didn't. I hate Aaron Boone. He's the devil. And all the analytics people.
I mean, he's just a guy. He's not literally the fallen angel. He's not Satan incarnate.
It's not Lucifer Morningstar. Maybe not, but I think it had more to do with, I mean, that was an all-time display and performance by VFL Garrett Crochet. I mean, that dude's, I mean, he's what? He was like 112 deep, and he's still throwing that The four-seamer at like close to 100.
His last pitch was 100 miles an hour. But Aroldis Chapman coming in and still throwing heat too.
I mean, that you want to talk about leverage? He loaded the bases first with none out, and then struck out 2 out of 3.
Yeah,
he's tough, man.
Aroldis Chapman.
Number 3, Ole Miss coach Lane Kiffin says, "quote dynasties are over."
He's probably right.
Says the SEC after they added Oklahoma and Texas recently and announced a 9th game. His Rebels, of course, ranked 4th in the latest top 25 polls. He said SEC programs will no longer be able to stockpile talent as Alabama did and Georgia more recently. Quote, "In my opinion, the dynasties are over. Alabama with Coach Saban, Kirby at Georgia, where they had rosters year in, year out. There would be a bunch of wins by 30 points in the conference. Those days are done." I mean, time will tell, but the early returns are, I don't know that the rosters are over. Football has changed a lot. The college game has changed a lot. And there's no Saban. And I don't know if Kirby ever was Saban. Kirby had a nice run, but I don't know that anybody is going to be able to do what Saban, and we'll throw Urban Meyer in that list, and maybe Pete Carroll. I don't know that there's a guy out there like that right now.
I don't think there is. We talked about it too. I think I still believe, for example, within the SEC, I don't think there's going to be an undefeated team in the conference this season. And I just think that's just a microcosm of what we're seeing going on in college football in general.
Number 4, LSU coach Brian Kelly venting some steam. He likes to do that from time to time, Brian Kelly. He needs to vent. I always just have image of him as like when the teapot that's boiling. It's just always about to simmer over, that guy. Yeah. SEC Weekly Coaches teleconference today, shooting down speculation around starting quarterback Garrett Nussmeier and a potential surgery being discussed. 2 weeks ago, Kelly said Nussmeier suffered from a torso injury during fall camp that had lingered into the month of September. Kelly went on to say that the staff had been taking some plays away from him with the intent of not risking further injury. So that got the speculation thing going, and rumors spread that he might need in-season surgery. Kelly today saying that's misinformation. Those are not based on any facts. They are quite silly, actually. And I know you have to ask the question, so I'm certainly not throwing you under the bus for asking it, but people want to know. But this is misinformation.
I always think about with Butch, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, right? I mean,
Butch Jones is ass.
Kelly is a much better coach, but he is very thin-skinned, man.
Can I submit something in the Garrett Nussmeier discourse out there? I know LSU fans want to know what I have to think, but can I just submit the idea that maybe he's not all that great?
I think he looked really good last year, I got to say.
At times.
Yeah. But
then he would do something crazy. He'd throw a ball up for grabs or miss a guy.
Yeah.
I've never thought he was that guy. I don't think he's terrible. I don't think he's slaw, but I think Aguilar's better. All this conversation about Nussmeier being maybe I'm completely wrong. I know he's still projected in some of the mocks to go first round and maybe the first QB taken, maybe number 1 overall pick. I don't see it. That's just me.
Didn't that guy get hurt every year? Am I remembering that wrong? I feel like he's real injury prone. It seems like every year he's out for games.
Well, I mean, this is only his second year starting. And I don't think he missed any games last year, did he? But he's banged up now.
Yeah, he's banged up for sure.
Finally, number 5, police in Northern California were understandably perplexed when they pulled over a Waymo taxi after it made an illegal U-turn, only to find that, as is the case with Waymos, there's no driver. Therefore, no one to ticket. San Bruno Police Department wrote in a now viral weekend social media post that officers were conducting a DUI operation early Saturday morning when a self-driving Waymo made the illegal turn in front of them. Officers stopped the vehicle but declined to write a ticket as their citation books don't have a box for robot.
It's not, there's not like a robot sitting there. Bob, have you seen these things? They're weird. They're freaky to pull up next to.
Yeah. Autonomous driving cars. I was going to say, how do we feel about them? Because I think it's going to be more and more prevalent in our future.
Well, they're all over LA if you go out there.
Well, I saw a 60 Minutes piece on it. It's actually interesting from the standpoint of, as bizarre as it may appear and seem, it takes all the emotion out of driving. And they say they've got statistics.
No road rage.
Yeah, there's statistics that back it up already that it's going to be a safer plan. I don't know. I'm having trouble buying it, but when I hear that, it's like, it's probably some validity to it. Yeah, road rage gets totally wiped out.
Kind of like road rage.
I
mean,
don't
not
know,
when
man.
I'm in it,
It's-
but like the
Whether you have a guy put a gun on you, then you won't like it.
Does that ever happen to you?
Yes.
Really?
Really? It happened to our beloved host of the morning show, Cody McClure.
I could see Bob. I love you, Bob. I could see you mouthing off at the wrong guy.
I was young. I was much younger.
This was like younger Bob.
And I don't think the guy ever intended to do something with it. It turned out it was in my hometown. He was an off-duty cop, and he was just doing it to scare the hell out of me.
Worst. I was going to say, like, could you see Bob now? Like, what are you doing, buddy?
Yeah.
Whoa. No, easy. Easy there, Tiger.
I think it might have been.
My bad.
It might have been. It was, again, we were all young and dumb at one point. It might have involved a certain digit expression that we made to the guy, and he was not having it.
You're a big dash cam guy, Russ, aren't you? I mean, I know you like the body cams and stuff. Have you seen the one where the guy, I think it's in Russia, because he's like goes nuts and walks up to this car and the back window rolls down, and it's obviously like Russian.
Yeah, I think that's
security.
I think that's like a popular meme. That I don't know if that's actually real, but you got to be careful, man. Who you piss off in this world?
Absolutely.
You're gonna FAFO, as the kids say. All right, that is the top 5 at 5. It's brought to you by Knoxville Smiles. It's where I go for all my dental work, which is thankfully mostly just routine dental cleanings. But I tell you what, if I ever had anything a little more involved that I needed to do, I would have no problem getting it done at Knoxville Smiles, because they work on those kinds of cases all the time. Dr. Malone, Dr. Costa, the whole crew over there take great pride in the variety of services that they offer, whether it's a routine dental cleaning, whether you want to do whitening. By the way, half off whitening procedures now through the end of the year at Knoxville Smiles. Be sure to tell them you heard about it on Fan Run Radio. Wisdom tooth removal, restorative procedures, fillings, crowns, bridges. They do the new Invisalign procedure, veneers, implants. They do it all at Knoxville Smiles, 865-539-1776. I wish they had the Invisalign when I was a kid and I had to get the big goofy braces on my face for a couple of years. Did you have that too? That was real pleasant.
I didn't have braces. I was lucky.
You go to the doctor and like you're just getting used to it, and you go to the orthodontist and they're like, "Yeah, let us tighten this up and make the rest of your week miserable." There, Russ. I appreciate that.
I am sure in this era. I mean, I was child of a single parent, et cetera. I probably didn't have the funds to do it. In this era, they probably would have said, "Buddy, you got to get braces," but didn't get them.
But now they can just do Invisalign. They just put a little retainer in your teeth and they shorten that up, and you can do it at your own pace, and you don't have you have to
worry about getting hit in the face.
I was going to go along with more along the lines of girls weren't exactly lining up to lock lips with brace face Russ.
No, probably not.
And
I never had braces.
That really didn't change after the braces came off, but still, I mean, I thought that was it. The braces come off and I'm going to be Mr. Popularity. Didn't work like that. But no, Knoxville Smiles, they do good work. KnoxvilleSmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Something that this just came out in the last hour that could have been in top 5 of 5. This coming from reliable sources, Pete Thamel and Dan Wetzel. They collabed on this for ESPN. and Yahoo. The Big Ten is discussing a $2 billion private equity deal. $2 billion. So maybe
with who? The Saudis?
They don't say the source, but it would extend, and they would spread the wealth obviously to teams in the conference. I'm sure Sankey's very aware of this. I'm sure Danny White's very aware of this. It's like, I think this is where it's all headed anyway for all these conferences.
I mean, we don't have to do it, but we will do it because then they're going to say that we have to do it. So
yeah.
Y'all really don't care about like that kind of stuff. I know it seems like every week there's something else with like sports washing. Now we've got comedy washing.
I mean, private equity is done here in the United States. I mean, that's like it doesn't necessarily have to come from the Saudis. It might, but
and this might not be it. This is actually what they're saying. It's actually private capital. So this might be them internally. Now that I'm reading through it, they're saying the setup being discussed is that this will essentially be the formation of a new commercial entity within the Big Ten that will house all revenue generation, such as media rights, sponsorships, and league revenue streams. And the working title for the new entity is Big Ten Enterprises. It's got to get funded, though. Just to get it started. Seed money's got to come from somewhere.
But as with all of these issues, the company that would provide that seed money is going to want a return on their investment.
Exactly.
And they're going to want say-so. They're going to want guarantees. And this is how you get a 25-team playoff someday.
Here's what it says. The private capital company would get money back through the new entity through annual distribution in proportion with its financial stake. The Big Ten will essentially have 20 equity shares comprising the 18 schools, the league, and
the
said
company.
Investor. So somebody's coming in with money.
Larry Ellison.
Maybe.
Ellison. I don't know. I mean, it can
Elon.
I mean, just to what Russ was talking about. I mean, there's going to be expectations. Sometimes they're going to want to make cuts.
Sources tell ESPN that this setup eliminates the need to give an outside investor a specific portion of control over decisions or board seats. So, maybe it is. Maybe it's somebody who's affiliated. It could be like a Larry Ellison or somebody that's affiliated.
Completely suck. Not they haven't already, but just it's a college sports getting ready to be just soulless. Just thrown into the pit of greed with everything else in society.
On that note, by the way, Tony Vitello might be leaving. We're going to talk college football when we continue with Jake Crane. It's not all bad, folks. We don't. There's still going to be. It's just a game, right?
Yeah,
it's just a game.
The whole belief is all this happens to create a better product for us, the fans.
No, all this
buddy.
happens to separate you from your money a little bit swifter.
I'm sure Danny White's reading this, going, "Well played." This is one that probably gets his blood stirring. Like, all right,
let's go.
What can I do next?
All right, quick timeout. Jake Crane coming up next right here on Fan Run Radio.
The Drive.
Congratulations. You found sports radio that doesn't suck. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
It's football time at Tennessee, so crack open a cold beer that doesn't fumble the flavor. Garage Beer is 100% beer-flavored beer. No gimmicks, just cold beer. Built for bonfires, backyards, and beating Bama. Garage Beer is proud to be brewed right here in the Volunteer State. So pick up a 12-pack today and look for The Drive celebrating Football Fridays at select Garage Beer headquarters around town this fall. American-owned, Tennessee-brewed Garage Beer. 100% beer-flavored beer.
Ball fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock's certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced, Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. Matlock Tire and Auto Service. 5 locations in East Tennessee. Visit MatlockTireService.com to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment.
Ready to launch your career? Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axle Logistics is the place to start your career.
Hi, I'm Bo Cregner with the Cregner Group at Realty Executives. You know, the real estate market, like all other markets impacted by the economy, is changing all the time. And it's never been more important to be personally represented by a trusted real estate specialist. I can't emphasize enough how important it is when selling or buying to be individually represented. Call me today for a free consultation. My number is 865-742-1035, and my website is BoKnowsHouses.com.
Are you tired of waiting on interest rates to drop before you start saving money? I'm Chris Burleson with University Lending Group, and I've got a better way. With a traditional closed-end mortgage, most of your payment goes straight to interest, not your balance. But with my Smart Loan, every deposit you make cuts your principal immediately and reduces interest in real time. On average, my clients pay off their mortgage in just 7 years. Call me today at 865-388-7634 or visit smartloantn.com and let's turn your income into financial freedom. NMLS number 332941. Good.
That touchdown and the fake PI on Brazel. He has left some yardage and some touchdowns out there, or his receivers or the refs have left some yardage and touchdowns out there for him.
That's right.
I was watching Joey speak with the media earlier today. They brought him out there for a little quick press conference, and he was saying the right things. They were asking about the high throws and the Kitzelman interceptions and everything, and he's doing what you would expect a senior leader to do, putting it on him. He's like, no, I gotta give him a better ball, which I'm sure if you hear Kitzelman, I'm sure he would say the exact opposite. It's like, I got both hands on it. I need to catch it. So as we said on Overreaction Monday, I feel like if you just eliminate the drops, like that takes care of a lot of the angst that Tennessee fans felt coming out of that game. You still might have missed tackles, poor clock management, some of the other things we've been discussing, but if you just get rid of the drops, I don't think that game goes to overtime.
That's right. I think you're right. That Matthews one was so painful.
It probably wouldn't just going away. I mean, that would have been a backbreaker.
I would like to know that. I mean, what led to the Matthews thing? Was the sun in his eyes? Some people said, and I've heard more than one person say they wish Joey wouldn't put quite so much air under the deep throws. Mm-hmm. And that was like the moon ball of all moon balls. Like that thing fell out of the sky. But I don't know.
I was talking to a guy that played receiver at UT, and he said sometimes it's just you're looking at it and you're looking at it and you're looking at it, and it's almost like you have too long to think about it as it's coming down. But he did say Joey puts a lot of air he rainbows those things up there. He doesn't have the same cannon.
I like it. I think it looks cool, man. Like I know that he's probably doing that because he doesn't have as strong as an arm as Milton or maybe even Nico. But it's a thing of beauty. Like when that ball goes up in the air, I'm just like, oh boy, yeah, I get all tingly inside.
Well, yeah, we've got time to go.
Well, unlike the past year, I've just come to expect that somebody's going to get a hand on it. I don't know if it's going to be caught, but it's going to be
catchable.
Exactly.
Unlike, the
past 2
Tom's
years,
bazooka.
it was not generally going to be close. Oh man. Just joining us, the big topic in the first 2 hours, Tony Vitello, candidacy for the mostly San Francisco, but the Braves job is open now, and you've had reporters for The Athletic who follow both the Giants and the Braves now basically saying, look, if one of these teams wanted to do a quote-unquote outside-the-box hire, Tony Vitello, they mentioned him by name in connection to 2 Major League Baseball managerial jobs. How real is it? I mean, that's what we're trying to discuss. I will say this, like I don't think Tony's going to be giving any interviews on the subject in the next 24, 48 hours. But if, as we all hope, he sticks around and he's our coach, we'll be able to ask him about it the next time we have him on the show. And I don't think he'd give us a Josh Heupel non-answer either. I think he would talk about, he might not give us a Rick Barnes, oh yeah, I wanted the job, but I think he'd be somewhere in between those.
Yeah, I think so. I saw somebody on the text box say that they've got it all figured out, that what's it say here? Yeah, here it is. Maybe Vitello just wants to get into the majors so he can trade for Chase Burns and stick him in the bullpen for good.
Oh man, that would be sweet.
Yeah.
Let's get a call from Joshy Boy. Good afternoon, Joshy Boy.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, JB, what's going on, man?
Not doing too good today.
Why's that?
The rumors going around, Russ.
Tony News got you shook?
Yeah, it does.
I feel you, man. I feel you.
The only acceptance, Russ, I think we would take, because me and you are Braves fans, if he did go to the Atlanta Braves to be their next manager.
See, I mean, I get, so you're saying, like, look, if he had his mind, I'm going to the big leagues, I'm taking a job. Yeah, I would want him to manage the Braves, but I don't want him to leave. I'd rather the Braves go get somebody else.
Leave. I don't want him to leave Tennessee, but he's got to do what's best for him and his interests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His interests are here. Joshy Boy, ain't nothing for you.
Let's hope so. Fingers crossed.
We need to get this guy married is what we need, Bob. We need to find him a nice East Tennessee gal to settle down with, start a family.
Well, he took the first step, right? We've talked about the fact he's acquired some property. Mm-hmm. He's getting out of the downtown scene. That's a little more domesticated now. Just
someone to cook him a nice meal when he comes home after a hard day.
Yep.
Rocking,
preferably somebody that's from here.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. A nice East Tennessee country gal.
Yeah.
Cooks good, looks good, smells good, loves good.
Yeah.
Take care of our guy and settle down. Put roots in.
No kidding.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's true. Bob, I'm calling my shot. I know we're only a week out from the big matchup, but next Saturday, I think the Indiana Hoosiers are going to go down to Eugene, Oregon and beat the Oregon Ducks.
I don't know. I'm starting to think that you shouldn't doubt Indiana. They're
going to get smashed, guys. Come on.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean,
did you see Bear?
Yeah. What did you see out of Oregon this weekend that makes you think they're unbeatable?
I just don't think they're losing to Indiana in Alton.
Yeah, it's true. But never doubt Kurt Cignetti. Guy's a winner.
Yeah, I'm beginning to believe. Again, I want to make sure whatever it takes for Indiana to keep him. We do not want Kurt Cignetti coming into the SEC.
No. Yeah. So what do you guys think about potentially Tennessee having 3 first-round guys selected in the mock draft? What if that does happen in the draft next year?
Would that be a first?
No. We had 3 in 2001, Stallworth, Henderson, and Hainsworth.
Hainsworth,
I forgot about Stallworth, actually. That's one I forgot about.
That would be a good – I mean, it'd be good for the program. Like, selfishly, I want especially Hood back. I'm kind of counting on him next year.
So who was the third guy? It's Brazel, Hood, and who was the other guy they got projected?
Jermod
McCoy.
Yeah.
Jermod. Yeah. Gotcha. So if he doesn't play a game this season, do you guys still think he could be selected in the first round?
I think that's part of why he's pushing so hard, and everything we hear behind the scenes is that like his people are telling him, his agent, his family, whatever. Hey man, like don't rush it back. Like you don't want to re-injure yourself, make this worse. But he wants to get back. That's the narrative behind the scenes, is that the kid really wants to play, and I think that's smart. I think you want to find the middle ground. Like I would agree, you don't want to rush back and put yourself at the risk of further injury. But to your point, Joshy boy, like if you don't play this year and I'm an NFL team, I'm probably not going to spend a first rounder on you.
Yeah, it's true, Russ.
The Titans took a guy, Kevin Winston, a safety out of Penn State, who looks like a really nice prospect, but he's had trouble staying healthy. He tore his ACL in like the second or third game last year and didn't play.
Is he even going to see action this year?
I don't know. I mean, he was impressive during camp, but I haven't followed it on a day-to-day basis, so I'm not even really sure where he's at right now. But the point is, like, if he had, people thought he was going to be a first-round pick before the injury, and he was a third-round pick, right? And he just hasn't played a lot of football in over a year now. So that would be my worry if I'm Jermod. It's like, hey, man, if I don't play this year, that's probably going to have a negative impact on my draft stock as well.
Cost him a lot of money.
Yeah. Russ, out the door, I know you guys had to endure a lot of negative callers after the game Saturday on VR. And I think the worst to endure was Angus. He was telling you guys to smile after the game. Like, you guys are on for like four plus hours.
Yeah, we were tired.
You don't have to smile for doing VR. So grow up, Angus. See ya.
Joshy boy calling the voluntary reaction caller Angus to the carpet tonight. Well,
Angus was, that was.
He thought we were being way too negative about a win.
Yeah,
which
we've gotten some of that, I have to say. But
well, it's a hard fence to straddle, because as I've said, my position on that is, you can do both. You can be excited for the win. You can celebrate the win. We did. But you can also say, and I think you have to say, if you're being honest, Tennessee did not play particularly well for most of that game.
Yeah.
And the effort that we gave Saturday at Mississippi State will almost certainly get you beat in a couple of weeks here at Alabama. It might get you beat against Arkansas. Probably get you beat against Oklahoma. Well, I don't know if that's good enough to win at Kentucky. Like we'll see. So like you got to improve. And the good news on that is, like, this is not being hypercritical of Josh Heupel, right? Because Heupel has basically said the same things in his post-game press conference Saturday and today up there as well.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm just amazed. Did you hear Joshy boy's tone at the beginning of that call? I mean, these people are shook.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I'm a little shook, not gonna lie. Tony leaving would be a complete disaster.
Complete disaster.
Every bit as bad as Bruce Pearl leaving.
Oh. I think it's worse.
Well, the sport is not as big. Basketball is a bigger deal than baseball, but Tony's more successful than Bruce was. Tony's got a national championship. He's got multiple trips to Omaha.
Mm-hmm.
Magic Mike on the text box says, I think the LSU rumors a few years ago were more realistic than these MLB rumors. People were worried about him going to LSU a couple of years ago as well, and he played that to his advantage and did not go. Hopefully there's a similar outcome to this entire situation.
Yeah.
All right, I think we got Jake Crane from Crane & Company on the line now. Good afternoon, Jake. How are you, sir?
Man, I'm doing great. I know, with cell phone companies, it's here or there, but glad to be joining you all today.
Absolutely. And, we've been talking about a couple of things here during the off week for Tennessee. It gives us a chance to sit back and, take stock of the league as a whole and Tennessee's place in it. Looks pretty wide open right now from my vantage point, Jake. What do you think? Who are your top 2 or 3 teams in the league right now?
Well, man, we actually did our best and worst teams in each conference, yesterday with Tom Luganville on our show, and it's tough, but that's great. For the first time in a while, I feel like I don't know the end of the movie while I'm watching the beginning when it comes to college football, and I think that's good for the sport in general. I don't think a lot of commissioners would agree, but I'm not a commissioner yet, so I guess it is what it is. Looking around the country, I think Miami has probably been, against quality competition, the most consistent in all 3 phases. The team that I feel like we may know the most about, who they are and what they want to do, and they get another test against Florida State. But outside of that, you look at Alabama. What do we think about them now? You lose to Florida State and you look lackadaisical. Then you go to Georgia, and you're the most disciplined team I've ever seen in my life, and you're playing your guts out. I would say, to me, I think you got to put Miami up there. I think Ohio State's so good on defense. They're just going to continually get better on offense as we go throughout the season and turn into a complete team. But I don't know how you look at college football and not say Oregon's pretty good, man, especially when you got a running back that's a freshman. Your best wide receiver is a freshman, and you're able to respond that way in the front 7 against Penn State, which I didn't think they would do against the run. Outside of that, I think for the first time in a while, man, it's a dove shoot, and we don't know who's going down.
Hey, Jake, how you doing, man? I appreciate you hopping on.
I'm doing great, man. Appreciate y'all having me.
Yeah, you bet. So one of the things we talked about today, and man, I love the guy's moxie, but at the same time, it just makes me want to have our team kill his. But I don't know if you saw today where Diego Pavia, he's saying, man, if we play our game, this isn't even going to be close in Tuscaloosa. As a guy who, you've coached, you know ball, all this other stuff. I mean, it feels like that personality, though, like it or not, it's rubbed off on that Vanderbilt team, man. They believe.
Well, the last guy that talked trash about Alabama beat him upside down week 1 in Tommy Castellanos at Florida State. I just think, it's a little bit different nowadays with the way players go about it as we were used to. And a lot of the bulletin board material, it's for preparation. No wide receiver after the ball snapped when they're running a route, it's like, oh, this guy talked trash about us, so I'm gonna run this route great. That's not how that works. It's preparation material, because typically, and this goes across the board, you're gonna play like you practice. So I think it narrows your focus. I think it makes you practice better, and then you play better. But at this point, this is who Diego Pavia is, and it's working. We can sit here and say, oh, well, the old school way of looking at it, you never say anything bad about your opponent, this, that, or the other. Well, game day's going to Tuscaloosa, and they're playing Vanderbilt. So maybe Diego Pavia's got it right. And look, when you look at Vanderbilt and you watch them play, I think the biggest thing about them is they don't beat themselves. And most of the time, and I don't think a lot of fans realize this, most teams lose games. They don't win them. Now, that didn't say that Vandy's just waiting people out or they can't make plays or this, that, and the other. But Vanderbilt plays a time of possession, mistake-free style of game. And if they're able to do that, at worst, they're going to have a chance in the fourth quarter to win the game. So I actually, and this is crazy to say because it's Vanderbilt going to Alabama, I don't think he's nuts in saying that. Because who's been more consistent over the past 2 years, Alabama or Vanderbilt? I think there's a legitimate conversation to have. And if you look at Vanderbilt this year, they're not only not beating themselves, they're making adjustments in the second half and destroying people. So I don't think it's that crazy for him to say, and I think it's just who he is and who they are, and we just got to kind of accept that it's different now.
Jake Crane of Crane & Company, our guest here this afternoon on the show. And Jake, you look at the two big 3:30 games this weekend, Alabama at home against Vandy, Florida at home against Texas. Who has the bigger chance to spring the upset? Florida at home against the Longhorns or the Commodores at Bama?
Man, that's a great question. I would actually say I think Florida because they're at home. And Texas offensively, I mean, we've all watched it. Anybody who sat here and said that Arch Manning was going to be the next coming of Christ, you know, it typically doesn't work that way for young guys. And I think this game's kind of going to look similar to the Florida LSU game in that Florida's defense is going to keep them in it. But at the end of the day, even though I'm saying that Florida has the best chance to win, I think Sark can just dial up a couple more than Billy. Even though I would still take Lagway over Arch at this point, which I don't think is a crazy thing to say. But, you know, when you look at Vandy at Bama, if Bama plays as disciplined as they played against Georgia from a penalty standpoint, from an execution standpoint, Vanderbilt's not going to beat them. If Texas goes in there and it's vanilla ice cream on offense again and they just continually let Florida have chances, Florida has some guys, I think, at home in the third and fourth quarter that can make some plays. And there's a run game at Florida that I think is underrated. So I would say Florida, but it's not by a lot.
Jake, I always got to go here because of your ties and your fandom with Auburn, and I do want to get your candid take on this because you had to be a frustrated guy this past weekend in that game against Texas A&M. I mean, did I see this right? It was like 1 yard of total offense in the fourth quarter for Auburn. Yeah. I mean, that's obviously that's not going to fly. And is there the potential of a quarterback change of foot down on the Plains?
Well, to be honest with you, at this point, I think there's the potential of a lot of changes at Auburn. It's just, you know, for lack of a better word, the only way you can describe the offense in the past 2 weeks against equal or greater competition is disgusting. And when you bring in a guy that's supposed to be an offensive guru, if you're terrible on offense, what is your worth? Like, what are you bringing to the table? And it's not just one thing. If it was just one thing, you know, you'd have a little bit more optimism about it being fixed. But it's multiple things. You've now missed at quarterback for 3 straight years in a row, and you're supposed to be a quarterback guy. We can talk about development all you want, but if the guy isn't good enough to get developed, development doesn't matter. And then when you're calling plays that are to the weakness of your team, that just adds insult to injury. And I think that's what you're seeing at Auburn offensively right now. The worst part is I think you got a playoff caliber defense. That's how good the defense is. But offensively, it's like watching blind people sword fight. It's not just one problem. And, you know, we can sit here and talk about running the ball on this, that, or the other. But if you're not smart enough to realize what your players are best at, you're screwed from Jump Street. And I think that's where Auburn is right now.
Blind sword fighting, by the way, it needs to be the next Olympic sport. I'm here for it. Jake Crane of Crane & Company with us here this afternoon. Jake, just kind of jumping off board here a little bit. Your thoughts on what we've seen from the Big Ten so far? You know, 2 national titles in a row, but Michigan is one of those, and they've certainly fallen off the last 2 years. We all respect what Ohio State is doing, I think. What are your thoughts on that league as a whole?
Well, I think it's like every other league. I mean, there's no dominant team in college football. Like, there's no, whether it's the Big Ten or the SEC or the ACC or the Big 12, there's no team that we can point at and say, oh, well, that's the best team in the country. Everybody else is chasing them, which makes it a lot more interesting. And again, if you're going to single out the Big Ten, I'm looking around like, all right, well, Oregon went on the road and beat Penn State. Penn State is about the same as they've been, can beat teams they're supposed to beat, can't beat teams that are of equal or greater value. Oregon's still got a bunch of young guys, so you're like, all right, can they continue to do this with Dan Lanning? And then Ohio State's just playing great defense and spoon-feeding an offense that we know has talent. I think they're just, I don't want to cop out, but it seems like they're like everybody else. Like there's no team at the top. So, again, who in this next, back half of the schedule in these next 6 to 7 weeks is going to improve enough as a team to become that? I don't know if we can point that out right now, just like we can in the SEC.
Do you think Indiana can emerge? I mean, I'm beginning to think this might be a better Indiana team than last season's.
No, it's better than last season's. I think they may benefit more than anybody from there not being some sort of top dog that is just way better than everybody else. You put them in the same bucket as some of the teams that we've seen at the top, whether they have no losses or whether they have one loss. But I think this Indiana team is definitely better, especially at the quarterback position, than they were last year.
Hey, Jake, last thing for me, just sort of sticking with the theme about being, no great teams in either league. I did see some comments today from Lane Kiffin where he said dynasties are over and that the days of teams like Alabama, Georgia being able to hoard ungodly amounts of talent are not coming back anymore. And I guess there's a variety of reasons for that, from NIL to revenue share to any other number of things. Do you think Kiffin is right, or do you think that we could see another coach come in somewhere and really run off a 10-plus year run of success the way some of these other big name coaches have in years past?
No, he's 100% right. I've been saying this for the last 2 years. That era is done, and college football is going to be better for it. My brother made a point on the show today that it's unfortunate we don't have a villain anymore in college football. But as somebody that's a college football purist that wants it to be as healthy as possible all around the country, I love it, and I feel like it's the way it should be. And I'm just glad I don't know the end of the movie as I watch it from the beginning, like we have in the past. So I'm all for it. I think he's right.
Very quickly, last thing, and we're jumping tracks to baseball. This town is there's some hand-wringing going on, man. There's rumors that Tony Vitello is being courted by the San Francisco Giants, maybe even by the Atlanta Braves. Quick answer on this. Do you think he's just nuts? I mean, to go to the major leagues, that's the pinnacle, but man, he's got it so locked in here. Highest paid coach in college baseball, et cetera. Quickly, what are your thoughts?
Well, I can only speak for myself, and what my ambition would be is, and I couldn't put my head on the pillow at night when it's all done if I didn't try to take my talents to the best league possible. And to be honest with you, if you're Tennessee fans, is there a better compliment in the world than the next league up wants to take your coach? And would that not give you confidence in the athletic director if he does leave into picking another guy that is fantastic? I mean, again, you can be upset about it, and I understand why you would be upset about it. But if I'm Tony Vitello, I want to go to the bigs, and I want to see how good I really am at the end of the day. Because, again, we're talking about an individual. As much as he may love Tennessee, he has ambitions and aspirations of his own. But if you're a Tennessee fan, what an amazing compliment that Major League Baseball wants your head coach.
Doesn't hurt in recruiting either if he wants to stick around and say, hey, all the Braves, the Giants tried to hire me. I'd rather be at Tennessee.
That's right.
100%.
Jake, appreciate it, my friend. At Jake Crane on X. Of course, Crane and Friends, the show on YouTube. Crane and Company, excuse me, wherever you listen to podcasts, YouTube, all that good stuff.
Yeah, those guys definitely aren't my friends.
It sounds like family and friends sometimes don't always go together, in my experience.
No, yeah. We made our picks today. We had JD Piquel from On 3 on. We talk a lot of Tennessee football as well, especially with the way that Joey's looking. So, yeah, come check us out.
For sure. Thanks, man.
Thank you, Jake.
All right, buddy. Y'all be good.
Quick timeout. The shocking conclusion of The Drive coming up next right here on Fan Run Radio.
The Drive.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
Bankruptcy, divorce, personal injury. These are just some of the curveballs life can throw at you. Fortunately, East Tennessee has someone to help you work through these problems and recover. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. If you're in need of legal advice, call today to set up a free, no-obligation consultation. 865-801-9250. As always, the phone call is free, the advice is free, so what do you have to lose? Call 865-801-9250 or go online to jrglawtn.com. That's jrglawtn.com. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. Legal expertise you can rely on.
Yeehaw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-8899-789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
It's time for the North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week. Brought to you by North Knox Siding and Windows. Call 865-689-0505 or visit them online at northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
This week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week is Powell High School quarterback Deuce Rogers. Rogers led the Panthers to a 42-35 win over Central last week, accounting for over 400 yards of total offense, with 4 rushing touchdowns and 2 passing touchdowns, as Powell remained unbeaten on the season. Powell High School quarterback Deuce Rogers, this week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week.
North Knox Siding and Windows, locally owned and operated. They can handle all your siding, window, gutter, and roofing needs. Call 865-689-0505 for a free estimate or go online to northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
Have you ever found yourself wishing your clothes looked brand new again? Whether it's your favorite suit, that little black dress, or your comfy winter coat, Crown Cleaners can make it happen. From stubborn stains to delicate fabrics, the expert team at Crown Cleaners uses the latest cleaning technology to ensure your clothes come back looking and feeling fresh. Visit one of their 2 area locations, Kingston Pike on Bearden Hill or South North Shore Drive near Dunkin' Donuts. Online at crowncleaners.com. Crown Cleaners, a tradition of excellence.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 865-544-8220. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at menspronaknoxville.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, performance, Peyronie's, size and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic performance and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 865-544-8220 or book in 30 seconds or less at menspronaknoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold wave filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. Come on, grab a pack. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavor. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
All right, wrapping up another Wednesday afternoon edition of The Drive here on Fan Run Radio. That thought does give me some hope because I feel like it's been kind of a downer show on such a beautiful day. Just all the anxiety over Tony potentially leaving us has us all feeling some kind of way. Some more so than others. Bob, you seem to be handling it the best. The thought that, and this would be some genius 3D underwater. If I'm Tony and I don't have any ambitions of majoring in the big leagues, there's no reason to shut this down. If you're out recruiting right now, like you tell the kids, it's like, yeah, I got the Giants calling me. They want me to come manage the Giants. But I tell you what, I love it here at Tennessee. I'm a college,
calling me.
Yeah, I got the Braves calling. Who wants to go manage them? You know, I'm a Vol through and through. Like if I'm a college kid or I'm a high school kid, I'm a recruit looking at that. It's like, damn, that dude doesn't want to go to the big leagues. Like Tennessee must be the place to be.
Yeah, that and the fact that he's got, to your point, he's got major league franchises' eyes on him, and that's where I want to be as a player.
Ain't nobody beating down the door to hire Jay Johnson.
Nope.
Ain't nobody calling Dave Van Horn.
Nobody calling old
Tim Corbin.
Yeah, special ed. His bat and helmet.
Kazoo. Do you remember that?
The great Kazoo?
Yeah.
Wasn't that the alien on the Flintstones?
Yeah, I really remember.
He just saying Tim Corbin looks like the.
Well, he had like a helmet on, as I recall. That's all.
They all wear helmets now.
I was going more special ed from Crank Yankers is what he's always reminded me of.
Yeah.
It's not nice.
Yeah. I don't feel very nice towards Vanderbilt.
Real quickly on the way out the door here, did you guys see Shedeur Sanders' latest PR misstep?
I saw. I haven't seen exactly what he did, but.
Well, they're interviewing him in the Browns practice locker room about Flacco being named, or Dylan Gabriel being named the starter there.
Right.
And he's pantomiming his responses, like he's moving his mouth like he's talking, but he's not saying anything.
Was it like close to when Arian was talking pterodactyl?
Yeah, it's just
immature.
Weird. Yeah, well, exactly. For the knock on the guy is that he's immature. He's not taking the process seriously and all that stuff. And it's like, dude.
I don't know, dude. Maybe you shouldn't have told the Ravens you weren't interested in playing in Baltimore. You'd probably be starting right now, and everybody wouldn't think you're a jerk.
I'm trying to, I mean, like I was telling Bob during the break, part of me really wants to, if not like the guy, not hate him. It's like, okay, he's in a tough spot. He's Deion's kid. Like there's just people are projecting things about Deion onto him, but it's like every time you open your mouth, or in this case, you open your mouth and don't make any words, like you kind of step in it, dude. You're bringing a lot of this on yourself.
Hard to root for him, man. Really is. Really is.
All right, we got to get out of here. We'll talk to you tomorrow, 3 to 6, right here on Fan Run Radio.